was mowing Oak Cliff that day? I don't know. Why did they blame Yellow Beezy? I don't know. Truth is, Boosie had a lot to gain by watching Mo 3 move around. Maybe that's why they shot him over there at the Big T after the wake. A lot of shit goes down at the Big T, but for Boosie to get shot, I guess that's why Mo 3 got shot right over there. I guess that's why I couldn't stay in Dallas. I had to get out to watch Mo 3 be assassinated, executed, running for his life down this highway in the middle of the day. Like, it was this time of the day. Look how busy this is. And somehow, he was forced to stop his car. Someone stopped their car as well, got out the car. He saw them, he must have recognized, because he turned and started running down the highway in the middle of the day. And they shot him in the back. Does this make any more sense than the Tupac shit? How the hell was there enough time on a busy highway like this at this time of the day? Who does a shooting in the middle of a highway? She in the middle of the day. That's still no answer. It's always too hard to solve a rap murder. Another graveyard.
Everybody always wanna know what my life is really like. So listen.
First, my name Jaguar. Don't address me different. I don't know you from a can of paint, son. My enemy can be your personal choice. Don't lace up till it's time to run. Ain't scared, never been scared, gon' be scared, and that's a fact there. You should be questioning me. Truly, I've always been a fact there. I'm not a narcissistic thirst bucket, no, just self-aware. Aware you've been thinking about me too much. Time to come up for air. Your opinion in the universe of me rates about a 0. Now go add value to that somewhere else and find a new hero. Vicarious living is death, covered up in a whole lot of coveting. This ain't church, so why you got a plate in your hand? Cause baby, I ain't offering, but you can take this 2 cents right here to the store and go and get a snack. Then sit on the curb and figure from which hand you just got smacked the turn up.
You want it?
Time for the turn up. Turn up. Time for the turn up. Turn up.
Everybody wanna know like about celebrity friends and why I gained weight, my marriage and all that. What else?
Time with the Roots was cool, Jake was great, and Cat Williams, yes, amazing.
For real though.
All it means is cool people enjoy my talent and my company. See, I make me experience, shape me, but here today I made me self-reliant, don't waste the fight, and don't see that change until I'm dying. Far as waking, chalk it up to depression, married an asshole. Dark days, storms, then made it to the end of the rainbow. Found me a pot, named Sam. I love being his mother. Might do it one more time, honestly, because it's such an honor. Always wanted a real life for real love, something that was on my true definition of fame is to be alone in the sunshine. Turn up, time for the turn up.
You wanted it.
Turn up.
It is.
Time for the turn up. Turn up. Time for the turn up.
You asked for it.
Turn up.
What?
Time for the turn up. Turn up. Yo, everything in this world that glitter and gold.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Gain the world, lose your soul.
Pretty much.
Everything that glitters ain't gold. You gain the world just to loot your soul. Hey, everything that glitters ain't gold. You gain the world just to lose your soul. No shame in loving God, though the world may see us failure. Good things they do take time. Take yours, I take mine. No point in lying for it. Might end up dying for it. We all get what we deserve. Some help deserves some way to be served. My pride is my right, and my right is my life. Rush if I want to, might miss the real truth. To be more understanding, to be more forgiving, to compromise, to believe God.
Y'all always want to ask some questions, right? Did that answer it for you?
Dos,
Come on, man.
uno, dos, tres,
Turn up. You wanted it.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, what's going on? Grace, are you there?
Sawubona, everybody. Wow, you haters getting your ass picked up by them rose bushes. What's up? Hi.
Oh my goodness. You want to know what's really, really, really funny?
Yes, ma'am.
You and I never really got a chance to talk about my night at Mar-a-Lago.
We didn't. Like, the haters got the running and everything else. You didn't get to tell me how fabulous it was.
You want to know what's wild?
Mm-hmm.
Before I even got the time to send you my own pictures, you were already seeing them all over line.
Girl. Girl.
Kind of crazy.
It's wild, isn't it?
It is bizarre. Uh, but you want to know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised. I'm used to it. You know, the funny thing, outside of Cash Patel,
Mm-hmm.
the other faces here, all of
Girl.
them are chasing what I already had.
What you say?
333 in the building. Let's make sure the likes look the same. I mean, all of them wish they had what I've already had.
Hmm.
Like these people, they make a big deal about being, notarized and having their images all over the place and people talking about them and them going viral and them getting mentioned in relevant newspaper articles and like all of these things matter to them. You
Mm.
want to know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I've had more articles written about me over the course of the past almost 30 years than all of them combined.
Girl, I would probably argue that you have more articles and things written in this past week
I
alone.
started being featured in magazines in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like
That's
I've been
wild.
famous my
And been mad
entire
about it.
adult life. I've been famous. Ki- Pictures, cameras in my faces,
Mm.
weird lying stories, and just oh, thank you, Laura. Welcome. So
Hi, Laura.
I'm kind of numb to it. Um, I know
Really?
how. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I know how people lie.
Mm.
I know.
I'm used to it. I've been watching it. Look, welcome, Nicole. Welcome. Um, I am. I'm used to it. My whole life really is the sum of two things.
Mhm.
Everything that they said I couldn't do, and then everything that I showed them I could do.
Wow.
That's my whole life. I don't know how to live any other way. I've been living that way since the day I was born. I was an infant born into a household full of grown people. The closest sibling to my age in the house was 9 years older than me.
Mhm.
I've been on my own from the jump, and I've been fighting the odds from the jump. And I think the thing that bothers me the most is nobody goes back and looks at my track record.
Mhm.
There is not one adversity that any of these people could talk about me that I haven't overcome.
Mhm.
Nothing. Doctors told me I couldn't be a professional dancer because of my spine. They told me that I might not be able to perform at all because of my spine. I went through the surgeries, I did all of that, and I still toured 300 to 310 days a year consistently for 7 years straight.
Mhm.
Through all the pain, people look at my appearance and they talk about my weight, and sometimes my weight, it does appear to fluctuate, but that's not because of fat or lack of discipline. I literally have inflammation from
Mhm.
arthritis, from over 22 compound fractures.
Mhm.
Every doctor that I've ever had always says that I'm some kind of miracle because they don't understand how I operate and function like I do with the things that I have going on.
Mhm.
But you don't hear me crying about it or begging people
Never.
to send me. Matter of fact, you never even hear me complain about pain. I
You
don't.
never complain about anything at all. Like, you never complain about anything. This is why I tell you so how proud I am of you. Like, I love the fact that you get to be a living, breathing example of what, when everyone says you can't do something, you step on scene and be like, yeah, watch this. And I'm just proud of you every day. And that's why I want you to keep enjoying all the beautiful things and the amazing things.
You want to know the part that bothers me?
What's up?
That every time something awesome happens in my life, every time something great that I do that I stand up for comes to
Hmm.
fruition, every time, this is what I expect: utter hate, vitriol,
Mm.
nastiness. I don't expect a bunch of good stuff. I expect a bunch of bad. I do.
And this is exactly why every time something great happens, you hear me cheerleading and cutting up in the background because I'm not having it. Girl, you better let these people know that now you got partners that'll slide for you. Like, we'll keep it cute, but girl, just let them know that.
No, it's just my thing is, have any of the people that are talking about me being at Mar-a-Lago ever been?
Girl,
Have
have they
they
ever
ever
been?
been? Have they ever been
They're never
invited,
going to.
Jess?
They're not going
I
to
don't
make it
know.
there. Are you kidding me?
Maybe like everybody that's got something hateful to say about us being there. Maybe people should take into consideration they're mad that they weren't there.
I'll say it for them if ain't nobody, if no one wants to do it.
Um, but taking all, just taking that beautiful moment, and turning it into a "we hate Jackie Fest, we hate Jaguar Fest." Let's dig up every bad thing that she ever said about Trump and whoop de woo, and let's make sure that they know about it, and let's make sure MAGA knows about it so that they can take that award back and get rid of her and throw her in jail. Really,
This is why I
really.
say bald headed whole antics. I told you it's a
So
person type.
You want me I mean, if it's really going to upset everybody that much, maybe I should just give it back.
You're right.
Maybe I should just give it back.
And
Would
I
that
hope
make
they
everybody
stroke out
happy if I
angry.
gave it back?
I hope they stroke out while angry.
No,
Okay.
because apparently simply just accepting acknowledgement in a positive light for me is not something that's allowed to happen to me.
Lies
Right?
and garbage.
No,
Not
I
on
mean
my watch.
that's the story though, right? I'm
Not on
not
my
allowed
watch.
to be happy. I'm not allowed to have success. I'm not allowed to have great personal achievement. I'm not allowed to be in love. I'm not allowed to have a family. I'm not allowed to do music. I'm not allowed to be online. I'm not like if I paid attention to everything that people online thought I shouldn't have or didn't deserve, I might as well just lay down and die.
Girl, look at these people on this thumbnail. I'll wait. Hold on. The people on this thumbnail, they look at them. Of course, that's what they're saying. Look at their types. Like, girl, please. Nope. Not around here. You won't.
But see what does this say? The plug needs to be pulled. The public needs to know who's playing exactly. And we're going to get into that right quick in this live. Like, we're not going to be very long because Maggie is going live and
Oh yeah.
Odell's going to be going live a little later over on Set in the West. So, it's a big family day. We're just going to be looping around the neighborhood. Make sure everybody is supporting everybody. Hey, Steph, how are you?
Hi, Steph.
But I'm serious, though. Seriously, like, how is me getting an award for a positive acknowledgement? How is that such a bad thing for everyone else? Like, you got to pay attention to the people that aren't talking about it. And the people that aren't talking about it are also not talking about what's really going on with these court filings, what's really going
Mm.
on with these cases, what's really going on with these lawsuits. Y'all ain't talking about none of that. Nobody's talking about the block lawsuit. Nobody's talking about any of that.
Mm.
No, they just want to sit there and say, Jag's not supposed to have anything good. Jag's not supposed to have anything nice. She didn't save anybody. She didn't help anybody. She didn't do anything. Where are the receipts? Where are the receipts? Why did she get it? Well, if she get it, why can't I get one? And it's like they want their participation trophy. They want their they participation awards too, I guess.
Nobody's gonna give them an award for scratching. Never mind.
You
All
want to
right.
know what I do find funny?
Mm-hmm.
The YouTubers that we did see there and who
Oh.
they are and what they're
Oh.
into. But that's not a Jaguar Right effect conversation. That's a Set in the West conversation.
Oh, what you say? Don't worry. I'll be by Unc's house in a minute too. Oh no.
See, the thing is, I know there were agents there.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about the Secret Service.
Mm-mm.
I know that there were informants working for the other side in there.
Mm.
See, I guess everybody's not seeing. If they can make enough noise and make it seem like, the MAGA should get away from me and they should take the award back and they should shut it down. Do you know what that does? That shuts down my access to the one man on this screen that doesn't have an emoji hanging over his head.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a very stern look. See, this is what their
Mm-hmm.
problem is. See, I know there's a bunch of agents operating on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what we ought to start doing right now is just pulling y'all cards one by one.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I want to make
That's
this
what I'm
very
talking about.
clear. I want to make this very clear, Jackie McKinney. I'm snatching your paperwork, ho.
Mm.
And we're going to get to know you a little better. We're going to figure out why the hell were you in the Diddy documentary anyway? You want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about why somebody was somewhere they really was irrelevant and didn't have no point in being in? The Diddy documentary? Hell was you there for? You're not a
What were
survivor.
you doing?
You're not a victim.
Mm.
Why was she there? Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here?
Why? Girl, girl. Snatch her ball. I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm serious. Why was she in that? She wants to know why I was at Mar-a-Lago. Why were you in that documentary?
Hmm. I
You
want to know
had no
too.
information to give. You had nothing to share. You're not working with any of the survivors or any of the victims.
Hmm.
Why were you there? I want to know.
So do I.
And when I say Jackie McKinney, I am talking about Tisa Sells Crap, who literally sat there and had a whole kindergarten meltdown, temper tantrum about why I was at Mar-a-Lago and why I was awarded the Defender of Freedom award. Like, why does it bother you so much? Even though you won't say my name, little Jackie.
These hoes are so green.
Okay?
So green.
I'm not going to say your name, but I'm going to say everything about you and make sure that everybody understands that I'm talking about you. Because
Don't
who
be
is the
scary.
one? Who is the one who was the loudest? Who is the one who spoke the most in this witch hunt? It's a witch hunt.
Uh,
Did he
okay.
did he be in an MCP as a witch hunt?
Hmm.
Who is this witch hunt against? Because I wasn't working with the autistic victim. I'm gonna stop calling her the 13-year-old because that woman's about to be like 38. The autism victim. Because that's what she has. It's so funny how people they stick on the age, they stick on the 1-3, they stick on that part, but they don't stick on the part that counts. She's a mental disability. She has autism.
It's too much for me. Like,
She didn't develop autism when she was grown. She had it when she was 13. You know how many predators I know have done things to handicapped children, disabled
Mm.
children?
Mm.
Do you know how many weirdos were foster parents who specialized in dealing with special needs kids?
Mm. 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 Mm.
Because they knew that nobody would believe them or it would be easy
Mm.
to explain away their outcry if and when they did.
Mm. 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 Mm.
That's what that is. I was awarded the Defender of Freedom Award because that's what I speak up for.
Thank you.
That's what I've been fighting for.
Mm.
Freedom for artists to be able to create their art without having to be involved in or affected by great tragedy or harm to
Mm.
get it done. That's what cruelty free artistry is about. You know, it's so funny. They keep talking about our visit to Mar-a-Lago like we were at a political fundraiser or like we were at some kind of state dinner or
Right.
like we were there for Live 8 or World 8 or the G5 or the G8. Like they're sitting there acting like this was a political event. It was
Right.
not. Were there politicians there? Yes, there were. Even the president. It was not a political fundraiser. It was not a political event.
Mm,
Politicians just happen to be there supporting one very important cause. And I think this is the thing that's bothering me the most about all of this award slander.
mm-hmm.
Because now at this point in time, I think it's fair to say that even my Defender Award is being defamed.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're literally committing defamation on my award. It's
Mm,
insane. Like
mm,
you gotta be kidding me. America's future is an organization that is invested in stopping human teleporting
mm,
and fighting for better regard a- and control of children's rights.
mm.
Let's take a little poll, shall we? Put a one in the chat if you have a problem with an organization that's fighting against teleporting and crimes against children and humanity. Put a one in the chat if you have a problem with that. Put a two in the chat if you're for that. Let's start there.
Mm.
Put a one in the chat if you're against an organization that is dedicated. Put a two in the chat if you're for it. One against, two for. One against, two for. And I'm not saying 2-4. I'm saying 4-2. You understand what I'm saying?
Girl, you know that they don't read and they don't know.
I want people to understand what I'm saying. Those who are putting one. Put a one in the chat if you're against organizations that are fighting against human teleporting and crimes against children and humanity. Put a one in the chat if you don't like that. Put a two in the chat if you are for organizations that are doubling down on protecting the rights of humanity, especially children. That's
Mm,
what America's future is about. People keep talking about the award, but they're not talking about the organization that presented it.
right.
Has anyone noticed that yet? No one has said anything about America's future as an organization. All they care about is that there was an award given to me at Mar-a-Lago and Trump was there. That's all they care about. How don't you care about the organization that presented it? Am I
Oh,
wrong, honey?
they're it's very telling. Like they don't care about any of it.
Like y'all don't y'all are really so stuck on seeing me lose that you don't even realize what you're saying before it comes out of your little ungrateful mouths.
Hmm. And I bet they breath stank while they saying it.
I'm sorry, the last time I checked, what have we been focusing on these past 4 months? Everybody wanted to know about the children, right?
Okay.
Everybody was worried about the children, right? How do we get help for the children? How you gonna say the kids? We gonna say the kids? What do we like the children? The kids like.
Mm,
So now I'm awarded a notable honor
mm-hmm.
by an organization where that is their sole goal and purpose, and they just so happen to have political ties that could help us in those efforts. I'm trying to figure out how this is a bad thing. Everybody's been, oh, JAG don't do this, JAG don't do that, JAG don't do this. Well, guess what? Working with this organization and Cruelty Free Artistry, teaming up with this organization.
Mm-hmm.
That is us actually doing what y'all said we don't do.
Mm.
We're positioning this community to be able to ask for real access, to get real help to real people. And that's what y'all mad about?
Nah, they're too busy playing these hood booger games, and no one has time
Why
for
did
that.
she get an award from an organization like that? Why wouldn't I? Y'all act like y'all never heard none of my commentary and the things that I talked about.
Thank you.
All of the unfair things that happen to children in the industry.
Thank you.
Or all of the celebrity children who are still, most of them, being treated like hostages in their lives to this day.
It's happening before their faces, and I'm so tired of them like acting like they don't see. They see.
Like, meanwhile, the Naziah Harris story is just devastating everyone. And y'all got a problem with us teaming up with an organization to try to make sure that those Naziah Harris stories don't continue to happen at an influx. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What y'all mad about? What don't I deserve? Jay don't help nobody. She don't save nobody. That's funny. Because
The
that's not
nerve.
what all the emails that I get say. That's why I don't pay y'all no mind. Y'all say I don't work with no survivors. The Jaguar Wright show is
The nerve.
alive and well. First episode, meet one of the survivors we're working with. But we don't help nobody.
It's the nerve for me.
No, it's the audacity for me.
Mm.
Because every last person that's talking cash money bullshit about my award and about me and about my accomplishments or what they consider lack thereof or what's not real and what's this and what's that, every last one of these people want to be me. Every last one of these people want to be a history maker. That's me. And I've been doing that. Every last one of these people had to suck ass online
Mm.
to become what
Mm.
they became. All I had to do was log on.
Ooh, it make them sick. It make them sick.
You want to know what's really funny though?
Yeah.
Especially with the Tisa and her very irrelevant ass in a documentary where she offered nothing but her beauty and her wig. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta give it to her. Those eyebrows, J. Manuel quality. It's a shame you put more time into your appearance than you do your commentary and your research.
Mm.
I guess it doesn't matter if you tell a bunch of wrong things as long as you look cute saying them. I guess it doesn't matter if you're full of just cap and
Mm.
allegedly pretty much all of your information is being fed to you by another source. You
I
better
can't
hope I don't
stand it.
know who that source is. Jackie McKinney, Tisa Sells, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm serious.
Girl.
I think I ain't got no choice but to pull your card.
Snatch her wig clean off. Yeah, I'm for it.
I don't think I got a choice.
There it
Because
is
the
what it
truth
is.
is, I thought Ray being in that documentary was disrespectful and irrelevant. But he deserved to be there more than you. You know, you sat up there and you looked so surprised. You were so surprised that I can't believe. And how did she get this? And I'm looking into this because I'm starting to think. What do you don't think? You ain't got no brain, girl. If you did, you would stay far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Where's all your support for Natanya Rubin these days? Haven't heard you mention her in one of your lives in quite some time. I guess you just needed to mention her and Little Rod enough to legitimize you being in that documentary, huh? Like, I know that Little Rod
Girl.
has an attorney and is not allowed to speak. Welcome to the family, Michelle Butts. You remember. I'm just curious. Little Rod got an attorney, he got an open law. Yeah, so he can't be online. But Natanya has a channel. She operates. We're all subscribers to it. Are you, Tisa? I mean
So this one
Jackie?
over here pretended to be in Natanya's face too.
Oh, almost this time last year. Hold on, let me think. No, honey, we were together, right? Baby? Odell? I'm trying to remember if we were together, because if we were together, then that would have been either May or June. But it was
Wow,
last year. This
just
was
making rounds.
before Diddy got arrested.
Mm,
She had an interview that she did with Little Rod, and she was really looking to blow her channel up, heavy with that. And then,
mm-hmm.
just for a bonus, she brought Natanya in.
Wow.
And Natanya came in, and Natanya did what Natanya do.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in praying and endowing Rod with the confidence and the love and the strength and the grace of God. And it was a really emotional moment. And Tisa had to push out a couple of tears. And I guess they wasn't coming as fast as she wanted them to, because she needed to calm down and just
Mm,
leave Tisa. And then she left Natanya there to run the show for her. While Natanya was pretty much talking with Rod and conducting the interview.
mm.
Oh my goodness. And man, oh man, oh man. She sat there. Please make sure you watch my interview with Little Rod and Natanya Rubin, two real, authentic Diddy survivors. And you have to hear it. I mean, I was in tears.
Girl, she one of them types. Oh, okay. Girl, please. Girl,
Yeah.
please. Girl, please. Girl, please.
I don't even think I've ever seen her pop in on Natanya's chat, on her live. I don't even think I've ever heard her say, hey, we had this Diddy survivor on our channel. We're supporting her. We love her. Please make sure you get over there. Support the Nerd Herd. Tell them that Tisa sent you. Subscribe.
Girl, I be over there on the Tiny channel. This girl don't be here. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting all my information on this one now. Girl, all right. All right. No, all right.
And guess what? I had an issue with Tisa before Natanya got there. But
Mm-mm.
when I saw, I'm like, okay, is she gonna get behind Natanya? Is she gonna? Because if she's gonna do that, I'll leave her alone. Because Natanya needs all the support she can get. I don't have to like you. I don't have to think you're cool. But if you're doing the
Mm-mm.
right thing, even if you're the wrong person, as long as you're doing the right thing, that's all I worry about.
Mm.
I don't worry about nothing else. Because me judging her character doesn't help my friend. But she has a 500,000 subscriber platform, and that can help my friend, correct?
Yes, correct. Just personally speaking, I'm judging. Please continue. Don't do what
So
I do,
I
chill.
chilled. No, so I chilled. I chilled on the little rubberneck chicken. I mean, that's not my name for her. That's what Tough News called it. He called her a rubberneck chicken, and he said something
Not
about her feet.
rubberneck chicken. Oh
I
no.
don't know
Girl,
how Tough News knows
I don't.
anything about Jackie McKinney feet, but he
Wait
called
a
her a
minute.
rubber chicken. He called her a rubber chicken
We're not
and
supposed to
said
make
she
this
got
hard left.
jacked up feet. That's what Tough said. I ain't say it. Go tell it to Tough. But yeah, because not long after that, after Natanya and all of that, her and Tough had gotten into it, and Tough pretty much told her, "You better back, little chicken." And she ain't never bother him again. And then that was around the same time when Sean Davy was trying to find a relevant leg to stand on. So then he took a swat at Tisa, and then Tisa did, her tattletale thing, and yes, she
Girl.
did. She did have an interview with Jonathan. Hey, it really didn't do as well as Jonathan's interview at the Blue Couch did, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't think any of the Jonathan Hay interviews have had any real impact until he sat recently with Sean Atwood. And salute to the Sean Atwood channel for hosting our good friend Jonathan Hay. Um, yeah. And the thing is you got to ask yourself how somebody can sit on one platform and they're telling their story. They're sharing their facts, their deeds, right?
Mm,
Okay. So how is it that they can sit down with one person and the story be lightweight, but then they sit down with another person and the story be so raw and dynamic? You
mm-hmm.
know? So what I've come to realize is if you really want to see what content creators are on, don't follow different content creators, follow the content. You can go from
Mm-hmm.
one platform to another, a negative, a project content creator, or an unbiased content creator, and an anti-jag content creator. If you look, it's always different. That's why they started getting mad. The troll farm started getting mad when I started doing interviews with other people, larger platforms, having good rapport, because it was messing with their narrative. Their narrative was, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy, I'm wild, I'm insane, I'm this, I'm that, and you can't interview me, and I don't know how to do an interview, and I'm a ghetto this, and I'm one of the most intelligent people anybody's ever gonna meet.
I don't know why they keep playing like you're not. Like, I'm just tired of them playing games.
No,
Like,
because once I started sitting with Andy, once I started sitting with Sean, once I started sitting with others, what became very obvious was this: she doesn't act that way with these people, so why does she act this way with you?
y'all a bunch
See,
of
it
bald headed
creates that
raggedy bitches.
choice. So when I look at a content creator who goes out of their way to make it seem like they're advocating for victims, they're advocating for survivors, they jump on a story, and the second that they get all the juice out of it that they can, they never revisit that. They never go
Mm,
back. You never hear them mention anything. They never double down. You want to know what bothered me more than anything with
mm-hmm.
Jackie McKinney, aka Tisa Sells bullshit? You want to know what really got me?
Mm-hmm.
When everybody on YouTube heard that Natanya's house had been broken into, and we were there
Mm,
on those live streams with her. There, we on the phone, making sure she's safe.
mm-hmm.
Why did none of those content creators that have used her for a positive story in their catalog, why did none of them show up? More importantly, not only did they not show up to Natanya's channel, they didn't cover it either.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not Tisa. It's bizarre. Because in my opinion, this Tisa Jackie McKinney tells fool used these survivors so that she could get her a spot in a
Mm.
documentary to promote herself as a social media news commentator and journalist. Please make sure you go and check out my article in Hollywood Reporter. Please make sure you go. I have had so many articles written about me. I couldn't even begin to tell people where to go to find half of them. All I could say is Google.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you kept repeating it like you needed people to hear it, G. Yes, please make sure you see my interview in the Hollywood Reporter and social media is the new news. We're where people come to get their news and ooh and wooty woo and yada
Oh God.
yada. But one of the very important people that you used to get that article, to
Mhm.
get into that documentary where she also appeared. And her commentary about her story was minimized. While they actually had you up there too long and you didn't even say anything. Yeah, she had Jean over there too. And she asked for me and then tried to pretend like she didn't. I guess she got that phone call. You're not smart enough to sit with Jag. She'll eat you alive.
Mm. Mm.
Because I know
You ain't
that's
gonna tell
exactly
everybody
what they
that?
said.
Why you ain't telling everybody that part?
She don't like telling the truth about a lot of things. You want
You
to
think
know what's really
me?
bothering me though?
Uh-huh.
Not that she's a culture vulture. You know,
Mm.
she likes to pretend like she's a Kendrick Lamar enthusiast, and she's always so quick to go after Drake, or should I say Aubrey, for sneak
Girl.
dissing rappers and for sneak dissing Kendrick and for sneak dissing this and for
Girl.
sneak dissing that, right?
Girl.
Talking about how she can't nobody stand a sneak dissing. Isn't that the equivalent of what you just did on your live, ma'am?
Girl. Not that she's trying to call out Mr. Graham for
Like
not standing on
your
business.
live yesterday proves I'm so K dot and you so Aubrey.
Girl. 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 She give me them vibes. Like she reminds me of the girl in high school that just she thought she was pretty so she could be everywhere. And then,
No, she's just
everybody
one of
keeps
those
saying,
pretty girls that knows that her looks are just good enough to get people to not pay attention to the fact that she's an idiot.
that ain't gonna fly over here, girl. They got plenty of pretty girls that are smart too, girl. You gonna have to come better than that. She
Thank you,
couldn't even
Carla.
she couldn't
Thank you
even
for
not be
being a
scared and say her
member.
name.
Let's
Welcome
listen
to
to
the
me.
hood, Carla.
Listen to me. Now, this is where I'm about to probably get what people are going to say is disrespectful. Okay?
Girl, listen, I'm looking at this middle picture. I'm just waiting for this part, girl. If you ready, so am
No,
I.
I'm just being very honest now. I'm being very honest
We keep
because
it gangster around here.
Tisa kept asking so many questions. Why hasn't she been sued? Why was she at Mar-a-Lago? Why did she get an award? Why she here, Ike?
Oh,
Why she here? Like a
oh,
bad scene from What's Love Got to Do with It?
girl.
Like I'm just trying to figure it out.
Girl, she looked like she wanted to be Halle Berry when she grew up. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
girl,
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
okay.
Like it's just
Yeah.
it just doesn't it never ceases to amaze me how stupid these people are. So let's get and don't forget to subscribe to all of the links you see in the chat. These are viable cruelty-free artistry approved
Mm-hmm.
platforms where you can go and get real content and real commentary and not have to worry about being gangstar and gaslit into the hospital in a coma.
Oh
So,
Lord. Oh Lord.
I guess people are forgetting that that's a real thing too.
Subscribe to the
Um,
channels, y'all. Ooh.
so I'm just trying to figure it out. Cause see, a lot of people, for whatever reason, little Jackie McKinney, they don't seem to know your YouTube career.
Hmm.
And that's interesting.
Well, maybe we should get to know
Because
it.
if people knew how you started on YouTube, they might be questioning that live that you just did yesterday.
I'm curious now. How did her
Because see,
YouTube career
the
start?
live that she did yesterday was filled with questions.
What you say?
I'm just not understanding why she's asking them. Because Lil Jackie McKinney, when she first came onto the YouTube, she was a tarot card reader.
Girl, for real.
She
For
was
real.
the Tisa Tarot.
Ah, ah, ah. Can you for real? Wait a minute. Are the videos still up
She was a tarot card reader. Wanna know what's funny? She can barely read.
there?
That girl don't understand. Her enunciation is terrible and her diction ain't dicking.
Girl, wait. Girl.
I'm just
You
trying to figure
serious?
it out.
Not that she came onto the platform doing the cards.
You tarot card reader, man. That's how you started. Before you started
Oh,
doing your celebrity stuff. Yeah, always yawning, probably on a come down.
oh no. Oh
You know
no.
when they crash, they crash.
Girl, they crash and burn,
Oh.
girl.
But I'm just trying to understand. Why would someone with a background in tarot card reading need to ask the questions that you asked yesterday?
Uh,
Shouldn't you know?
girl. Shouldn't you know?
I'm just trying to
Girl.
figure it out. How does a
Girl.
woman that possesses the ability to sit with the spirits and be led into
Mm,
truth with those cards?
girl.
Because for those who really read those cards and use those cards authentically and genuinely, this is not a game.
At all.
So I just want to know, Gypsy Tisa, did you lose your cards, ma'am?
Yo,
I just want to know,
these people.
did you
These
lose your cards?
This why y'all life going the way it going. Like, oh girl.
If I hear her
Yo.
call Ghislaine Maxwell Ghislaine one more time, get your mind out the gutter. Her name
Girl,
ain't Giz.
you be so mad when they be hitting that just like you get so mad still.
Every time I hear one of these ignorant people, every time I hear one of these ignorant people, Ghislaine, G-Slang, that's how you can tell they ain't never left America or their neighborhood, probably. Let's keep it clear.
No, for real.
Ghislaine. Ghislaine. I feel like Maggie.
You know, Magic, listen, Magic's gonna have a great enunciation and pronunciation class for these hoes. She sure will. She sure will.
I just want to know, Gypsy Tisa, did you lose
Not
your cards, ma'am?
not Gypsy. And you know what? Now that you let us know that, I wish she would come with them cards tonight. I dare you to come with them cards tonight. I want to see. I just want to see. I just want to see. You know? Girl, not that she came on the YouTube neighborhood with the cards, girl.
Yeah, that's
Not
how
the
she
cards.
started. She's tarot card reading, and she it wasn't cutting it. From what Dante said, because you know Dante used to sit with her, and Dante said that
Girl,
allegedly
you for real?
she thought she,
Girl,
yeah,
girl,
yeah,
girl. Ooh, girl. So they all was up there playing with cards in the beginning.
yeah.
Girl, that's why their life going the way it's going. Please continue. I don't mean to interrupt.
I'm
Oh,
just saying,
girl, keep saying it, cause
how does somebody with them cards keep getting things wrong and keep needing to ask questions about what's going on. You don't know? You can't give us a clue?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Give us a sign. Tisa, you in danger, girl. Come on. Get your ghost on. I just want to know. I
Girl,
want to know. No, for real.
wait, girl.
Like, why don't you dust off them cards, baby, and give us a reading?
Girl.
Even though I did hear that people paid you for readings and either you didn't feel like it or you was going to get to it or you
Uh-uh.
was going to drop it off over on Patreon, but you never did it and they
Uh-uh.
never got.
Oh, no,
A speech
ma'am.
impediment, she needs a speech therapist. Now, let's just be clear.
Girl, oh, no. Not that they finessing the people out their funds. Not that they're over here trying to have false readings.
Well, you
This
know,
is why.
Dante just went on ahead and did the same thing.
Girl,
Because you know,
I told her personally. I told her
Dante,
personally.
Dante scammed Nick's Mountain Goat out of $60
What?
on a reading. Yeah. You didn't know?
Girl, the shame. No.
Child,
When-
you gotta see Nick. Shout out to one of our moderators here, the Jaguar Right Effect here in Jaguar Right Country. Nick's Mountain Goat Productions. Very
oh,
talented, talented, talented. And she's done a video exposing just Dante for jacking her for $60 for a reading.
oh no.
And then they said when she tried to do it, she got everything all wrong.
Oh, help. Somebody help. Somebody come help. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. See, you see why people, they come for everybody who are truly gifted and things of that nature. It's people like this. You're scamming. This why. I done already told Dante she got a cloud up on her. And at this point, girl, listen.
Like I
Oh, God.
said,
Oh,
birds of
God.
a feather flock together. That's why we would start asking, like, hold up, you know Tisa? Oh, well, yeah, I used to sit over there, but I knew she was a fraud and a fake because she was
Girl.
taking money and doing it. And turn out she doing the same
But
thing.
you're going to turn around and take from her book. Girl,
She
no.
better
No,
get
no,
her
no.
ghost on. She better look.
Girl.
Tisa, you in danger, girl.
Girl.
Your platform is in danger, girl.
Girl, listen. I dare her. Because you know they like to play
Lord.
games and pretend like they
Come
don't know.
on,
Girl,
come
I
on,
dare
come
her
on,
to do.
Madam. She ain't Madam Cleo. She Madam Tisa. Come on, Madam Tisa. Dust them cars off. Give us a
Girl, yeah, come
live.
on. Girl, come
Give
on and
us a
tell her how I'm
live
Bermuda one
reading
time.
on
Girl,
Jaguar. I want you to do a reading on me, Tisa. How about that?
girl.
Don't do no more commentary. Don't
Mm-mm.
ask no more questions. Don't do
Mm-mm.
nothing. Don't do nothing. Just get them cards and give me
Girl,
a reading. And guess what? If you
girl,
get 25% right, I'll send you a donation.
girl, girl.
Like that's what I
Not
want.
that they scamming the
That's what
people
I
out
want.
their money. Not that you claim, not that you telling the people that you gonna put a cards for them, you jacking about their money and you lying. Girl, look here. Where's my water? Where's my
I'm
water?
just saying.
Look, where's my water?
We got all of these bitches running around here. Y'all might as well just go on ahead over there with Lamisha Fuller. And y'all could be the three psychics.
Girl, not when Lamisha was over there. Wasn't that
Tisa,
Uno cards, girl?
Just Dante, and Lamisha Fuller. Three
Mm,
psychics.
mm-mm,
And y'all could sit there.
mm-mm,
And y'all can sit there together. And y'all can you know, see who
mm-hmm.
reads the best.
Girl. They don't want to be my friend. Why don't three of y'all go link up and just, go? Girl,
Ooh.
no. Girl, no.
Oh.
Girl,
Oh,
these
Teresa, I
people.
see your comment. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Girl, these
No,
people. These people. See, this is why the church folks get scared every time you tell them, come on, the car's going to be safe. You're going to be fine. That's why I tell y'all, children, it's going to be okay with me. Don't go to people like this. These are the reason why the church people are afraid.
Well,
Okay?
see, number one, the
Oh,
church people believe in their own myths and fantasies. That's why they need the art of communing with the spirit to be considered bad. Like, I don't think
yeah.
people understand where we went wrong.
We went
Our
on a few places in
people,
humanity.
our people have had our own practices, our
Mm-hmm.
own religion, and our own ways for many, 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 many years before Anglo Saxon American culture and religion.
Mm-hmm.
When the slaves were bought, they were forced to stop speaking their language.
Mm-hmm.
They were harmed if they practiced their religion, and then they were forced to follow what they said. A lot of those slave masters perverted the word of God to make it fit what they wanted it to believe. And then
Mm-hmm.
they sat there and then they forced, they forced
Mm-hmm.
these people to believe in something that they didn't even know if it was true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm serious.
Girl.
Those cards are not meant to be played with.
At all. And
And
y'all been up in
nobody
this.
is
Ooh.
worshiping any weird or odd deity. See, when
Mm-mm.
you start to understand your comedic science
Mm-hmm.
and what you truly are in nature, you will realize that we have the ability to use our energy for whatever we see fit,
Mm-hmm.
to do whatever we needed to do. The cards aren't telling you anything.
They're tools.
Spirit, it exactly like a flashlight
Mm-hmm.
in the dark.
I tell people all the time, it's like using paint. You can use oil paints, acrylic paints. You can even use crayons, pastel colors. Like people, this is why I don't talk to people. You know, if you're not willing to be open, then it's okay. Girl, I'm still on these people. Y'all's over here scamming folks, snatching people out of their hard-earned money. You know better than that, pimping pastor. And this is
I
why all
wish, I
y'all,
wish I would be questioned or even offended by a scam artist and a thief.
oh,
Like Jackie McKinney, you can't ever say nothing to me about nothing.
please.
You can't ever say nothing to me about nothing.
Go find some crayons and a place to color. Like, girl, please go do something else. Oh my God.
You're a con artist and a thief. You promised people that you had abilities that you didn't have because you
Mm,
know it was an easy sector to prey on. The tarot
shame on you.
sector, the tarot
Shame on you.
sector, those people that come there, they're coming there looking for real readers. They're coming there
Right.
looking for people like Sloan Bella.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they find a lot of people like you.
Exactly. Shame
And
on
then you
y'all.
sit there and y'all sit there in that audience and y'all tell people whatever you want to tell them. And you tell them whatever they want to hear. And you want to sit there and you want to try to, project or Timu, mentalize somebody.
And it never works. Like I'm saying, they taint themselves. It look, I go
Y'all
ahead and keep
make the
playing like
real,
that.
y'all make people who have the real gift look crazy. Because by the
I don't
time,
give a
listen
fuck.
to me, did I ever tell you about the time when I was locked up on one of them cases that got dismissed?
I love the way
Did
it's
I ever
starting.
tell? Wait a minute though. Did I ever tell you? So there was this girl that came in there.
Yeah.
She just got transferred in. She came from Collin County and they brought her down to Dallas County. She had charges there and then they had to take her over to
Mm,
Ellis County and then I think and then she had to go. Yeah, she had a bunch of stuff going on, that child.
mm-mm.
And so she was wearing contact lenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were blue to make her eyes blue from brown.
Oh
And
Lord.
while she was getting booked in, one
Mm-hmm.
of them popped out, and the officer
Oh
wouldn't
no.
let her find it so she could
That's
have
not
it.
that's not right,
So she
girl.
only had the one blue eye and the one brown eye. Gotta give
Oh,
it to her. I gotta give it to her. She was a hustler. She was on it. She was on it. She told everybody that her eyes were two different color because it was a birth defect
I forgot the
from
name of
her.
that defect. But yeah, I figured she
No, no,
played it.
she told him it was a birth defect and a side effect from her telekinesis.
Girl, wait a minute.
And
Girl,
then
wait.
she started, yeah, girl turned herself into a whole fortune teller on the floor.
Girl, wait.
When I tell
Girl, wait.
you, she was reading auras. Girls was getting ready to go to court. She was,
Oh,
you going home. I see it in your aura. Your color
oh,
changed today. Like she was so
uh-uh.
dead ass serious. And now, now,
Uh.
now, this is where the hustle came in
Girl, she was getting them out they stamp.
because she was doing these psychic aura reading and psychic readings and helping people figure out their case.
Girl.
She was charging, right? She was charging anywhere from 2 to 5 soups, all depending on how much time, the
What
ramen.
I say? What I say?
When I tell you at the end of the week, that hoe had ramen stacked up on the top bunk, like she was I mean for real.
Wait a
Like
minute.
like like she was like the corner store.
I can't. I listen. I can't even say nothing.
I
I
lied to
can't say
you not. And I'm sitting there looking at her gas these bitches.
nothing.
Like I'm like, this bitch ain't nobody.
That's not.
And
That's
she
not
just
nice.
gassing them. I'm telling you, I gotta go to court tomorrow. I need a reading today. I need
Oh.
you to bless me. I need you to
Oh
bless me. I need you
no.
to clear my color. She had these bitches geeking.
Oh girl, that's not nice. Mm-mm. It's
Now
funny
this is
to
what,
me,
now
but
this is
that's not
why I
nice.
love my God. I'm gonna tell you
It's
why I
not
love
nice.
my God. Cause I
Mm-mm.
was sitting there and I was
Oh,
watching her running her gambit. I was watching.
oh,
I was watching. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I can't wait for that other contact lens to pop out.
oh.
And sure enough, in the middle of a reading, right as soon as I was thinking it, that hoe fell right out her eye.
Oh,
Both her eyes was brown again.
girl, did you go tell her that spirit said her gifts have been revoked? I hope you got a little bit petty with it.
No, uh-uh. No, I'm gonna tell
Tell
you
her,
what I did, and it was so ignorant. It was so ignorant. I said, well, looks like all the magic's gone. Y'all might want to get your soups back. Commissary ain't gonna be till
oh,
next week.
girl, oh God, girl, no
Yeah.
way.
Yo, wait a
Listen,
minute. When I heard the first, she was like, bitch, you a fake. Yo, you better run me my soups, bitch.
oh, you see, not that the second one, girl, she
Oh,
said,
oh,
wait a minute,
child.
oh,
Oh, child. In the middle
oh,
of the reading, the eye popped out.
oh,
I said, there go the magic. All the magic gone now. I better get them soups.
girl, no, girl, no, you see.
Yo, that bitch had an IOU list of people she
Oh,
had to pay back.
oh Lord. You see, let
She
that be a
had
message to y'all playing around. Girl, wait.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something. She was sitting on top of the world on them soups at the time of the week. That bitch was begging for a peanut butter sandwich by Friday. You
oh,
hear me?
oh. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And I was sitting there, and one of the girls came over to me and she said, "Mother, you knew she was a fake?" I was like, "Yeah, how didn't you?"
Yo,
I
yo.
said, "How didn't you?"
Mm-mm,
Ooh,
mm-mm.
child.
Girl, that's too funny.
Ooh,
This
child.
reminds
But
me.
see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see the antics on YouTube, I can tell a
Yeah,
lot of
no.
these people have a
Mm-hmm.
career in county jail because they play the same games they play online that they play in
Yeah.
jail. Like when you see
Oh,
these content
absolutely.
creators getting up there working themselves up, they ain't doing nothing. I can tell when they faking. I was in jail. I know. Let me look.
Girl.
Listen to me. These chicks on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
phone time come, right? They ain't got no money on their book. Ain't
Oh
got no
Lord.
money on their book.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I know I messed up my life. I know. I know. I know. But see, know what you don't understand is you let little Johnny do that to me, and look at what happened to me. Look at what happened to me, and now I'm in jail, Mom. I'm in
Girl,
jail,
your TD. Girl, wait. Stop.
honey. Honey, when I heard her turn the whole conversation around and say, "If it wasn't for you, if you would have just put me in ballet, I would have never done crack."
Oh my God.
When
Oh
that
no, we
hoe
need so much
said,
help down
"If
here.
you had to put me in ballet, I would have never done crack," I'm
We need
done.
so much help down here. Girl.
I'm
Mm-mm.
done. I
Mm-mm.
can't.
Girl. Mm-mm. There's so many
Guess what?
stories.
And, get-
Uh,
and then when all else fails, you know they hate me in here. I don't want to end
Girl.
up in the. I don't want to have to go to Cermac. I don't want to end up in the infirmary.
See, nope.
If
That
I don't
wasn't
have
my
any
that
money, if I don't have any money on it, they gonna beat me up. Oh honey,
oh,
honey,
oh no.
honey.
Oh no.
Or could you please send me somebody? I got attacked and they punished everybody, and I've been in the hole for a week and I ain't got no money on my books and I'm so hungry.
Girl TV, you was my witness. Was I in there
Listen
like
to
that?
me. I watch these bitches sit on that phone,
Girl.
make 4 phone calls, and had two hundred
Mm-mm.
dollars on their book just in time to make store.
Oh.
I'm used to watching frauds be frauds. You know, when you're forced to be in jail, even if it's
Oh,
for a crime you don't commit, you're forced to
girl.
be in the environment. So
Girl.
you get to see how people operate. And
Mm-hmm.
what I've learned about jail is that people, whoever they are on the outside, they're the same on the inside. But see, because
Mm-hmm.
it's such a confined corner, the usual shit that you could run in the streets that wouldn't catch up to you for 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to catch up to you in 72 hours in jail. Like, that's just the way it works.
Mm.
Jail ain't nothing but, normal society
Yeah,
amped up,
yeah. That's
pinned
why I didn't
in
like it. Like, no.
and
I
amped
want to be in
up.
the grass instead. No. But did I
It's
have problems? Absolutely not.
huh. But
Mm-mm.
you get to watch how people formulate their schemes and their manipulations and their plans, and you're like, damn,
Girl.
this is exactly what you was doing out in the world. That's why
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
here.
Girl, TD, you want to
Like,
know what's wild? You want to know what's wild? The, girl, it was the husband ones that was up in there. Girl, I was looking at this
mm,
one white girl, like, This is when I had went upstairs because they had us been holding for like almost 2 weeks. So girl finally goes upstairs. My silly was funny because the one who the person whose bed I took, they were scared of her because they said that she had practiced voodoo. And she had got moved to the bunk next over. And I was like, well shit, I hope I get to meet her. I don't think I ever got to meet her. But anyway, girl, it was funny watching them interact. It was the husband ones. So they getting on the phone talking to their mamas about their kids, right? Oh, just make sure that my baby's up in there. I don't even know what the fuck you want me to do, man. I shit you not. As soon as they hang up the phone, man, where my baby mama at? Girl, I'm looking and I'm like, what happened? Like, did your phallus grow over the phone? What is this? I was very confused, girl. There were so many things that I just observed in there, and it was like, I'm
If you're
glad
an
that drugs were
intelligent
not my
person,
choice.
if you're an
I found a book.
intelligent person, jail can be great education.
Oh, listen. It's wild. I
Because you
had a great
really
time
get to
in there.
study it, how society works, how
Yeah,
people are
girl.
manipulated, how people are
Mm-mm.
gaslit.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Mm-hmm.
officers that enjoy messing with inmates just for fun.
Oh yeah, shout out to them. Boy, they had us up in there sweating. It was cold. It was the sea issue. That's the only reason why
Yeah.
they treat us like people. Shout out to y'all. Don't worry, we're gonna catch you on the parade route. It's all right.
But see,
That
this is the
badge ain't gonna
thing,
be on
Grace.
forever.
You and I have both been to jail because we were victimized by people we were in relationships with.
Woo, girl, let's not
Unfairly.
go there. Cause I let it loose, girl. Ooh, girl.
No,
Ooh.
unfairly. Unfairly.
Mm,
And now that you've made it to the other side of that and all your charges have been dropped and dismissed,
mm.
and now you're making your new life, you're building your new road, you're still left with the baggage of that
Yeah,
experience that you have to deal with from time to time. And
yeah.
in our relationship, I'm glad that I was able to have gone through all the things that I've gone through so I could be there for you when you needed me to
Girl,
be there
T,
for you.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I would have came home and I just would have like shut the world out had it not been for you. I couldn't call my mama. Okay. Children, let that be understood. When it come to me and TD, it's up there. Like, girl, I could not call my mama, but you were there. Look what anybody's talking about. Like, I would have left out there and girl, like, I would have been a menace. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I would have been a complete menace. I would have lost who I was. Just because of the unjustified nature of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I had to
girl,
fight it
I love
out
you
on
long
my
time.
own. I had to figure out how to shake that off on my own. But the
Hmm.
thing that
Hmm.
bothered me was the people that were comfortable in that environment.
You know what? They were the ones that
The people that
they
act
were
like
the
they
interesting
they were
ones.
at summer camp.
No, for real. They were. And it was just like taking care of children in there. Like, it was like, no, this is just this child's home.
I know.
Like, for real.
It's just wild. But like I said, all of that we just talked about, I watched those same behaviors being exhibited here on YouTube
Yeah.
constantly.
Hmm.
So, Jackie McKinney, I just want to make something very clear. Very clear. If you can't say my name, then you should probably refrain from talking about me.
Scary bitch.
Like completely. But before you can question me, why don't you prove that you're not a fraud first?
Girl, she better
See,
be
I,
doing a
I never
reading
came
tonight.
online selling and marketing my spiritual abilities. You want to know what's funny, Grace?
Mm-hmm.
They really don't know, do they?
Girl, they don't. Like I said, I can't wait till you get to start scaring people. I'm for it. Like, I'm for the man. I am.
Maybe we should start scaring them right now.
Let's go. Girl, all you gotta do is say so. Let's go.
Because at this point in time, I don't think people understand what's going on. And maybe it's because I'm just not being transparent enough.
Well,
But
you
since
know,
everybody's all upset, thank you, Auntie Leah, love you. Since everybody's all upset and everybody's all in an uproar, ain't no point in me being ginger with it.
at all. Start scanning.
You know what, Grace?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone were qualified to explain to people what I actually am and why people are so worried about me, why people are so afraid of me, if my God,
Hmm.
my God, Grace,
Yes.
I want you to tell them who I am. But after this commercial break, we've been here for a little while. We need to take a bit of time. I want to thank everybody, all 730 people in the room. I don't know what we're doing on the likes, but I hope they're over 500. If you're enjoying the content, the commentary, if you're enjoying the banter, the information, make sure you like. And if you there was a goal that was set at the beginning of this live for my legal defense fund. And anybody that helps us meet that goal, everyone gets an autographed signed Jaguar Right Show t-shirt. So
Yay.
yeah, all of that's going on. But in the honor of fortune telling,
Mm.
because I just wanna wrap this Jackie McKinney Tisa business up nightly, just nice and neatly in a bow and be done with it.
Good, because I keep
You know,
looking at Mr. Burgess and that roasted squirrel hat girl, and I don't want us to leave until we get to that point.
oh
Like,
no, no. I just had to spend a little time on
No,
Tisa.
that's
Like,
fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to put some time on Tisa because, like, you're a fraud, ma'am.
Girl, huge one.
You're a fraud.
Huge.
You're a fraud and you're a liar and you're questioning me.
The audacity.
You're a fake fortune teller.
Girl, a whole spiritual fraud out here. And for
You
anybody
you
that
you
went around her house looking for
you
readings,
you're
baby,
gonna
go
play
bless
Whoopi
yourself.
Goldberg's character in Ghost the remake. Tisa, girl, you in danger, girl.
Mm.
But in
Okay.
honor of fortune telling, I actually wrote a song about fortune telling. It's
Oh,
pretty
fine.
amazing. It's called Future. I dedicate this to everybody who wants to be loved.
Put the money in the bowl. Place your hands like so. Take a deep breath in and let it hurt your nose real slow. Got a lot of questions that need answering. Let's figure them out fast before you get a chance to run out the door. This process takes some trust, more in yourself than in me. Cause everything you show will mirror through me clearly. Place your hands on the crystal ball and let's see it all. Let me let me read your ready? Future. We've all got past. Let's skip through your spells. It's no longer reality, just facts that we breathe. You got women issues, meaning you got mommy issues. Always trying to right past wrongs, and when you do, it's always just such a sad. Don't wanna be like daddy. Hate the parts of you like daddy, and no one really sees. You're just trying to be the best man you can be. Don't take your hands up off that ball. Now let's see it all. Let me read your, let me you ready? Read your future. Hold up, I see a woman. No, you don't see her coming. She get you down to your last drop and knows how to start just in case you stop. She's everything you need to achieve the man you want to be. She holds your crazy world together, and she does it so seriously. She knows how you take your coffee, how to ease your mind softly. She sees the best in you, even on those times when you really don't want to. Now look inside the bone, and can't you see it all?
wrong. Nothing wrong with being a future teller every now and then. No?
Let me reach your future.
Oh, I want to thank
That was a vibe.
everybody. I hope you enjoyed the music. You know, in close, I just want to say, little Jackie McKinney, darling, okay? If you're going to read me, use the cards. Like, if you want to call yourself reading me and getting into my stuff and all of this and trying to get to the bottom of me, you know, use the cards. If you're not going to use the cards, then don't talk about me at all. But considering that, I mean, we pretty much understand that you're a fraud. What's your objective? Why are you here on YouTube? What is your goal? What is your aim? Because in 1 minute, you want to act like, you know, you really care about humanity and you really care about the victims and the survivors. And the next minute, you're just acting like a thumbnail chasing twit. Sitting online. Maybe a little too long sometimes. Like, it's bad when you start yawning in your pre-recorded videos. Like, the whole purpose of pre-recorded videos is so you can control the content. That's why a lot of people really don't like going live, because they have to be able to control themselves, stay poised, stay on topic, focus, you know, all of those things that people who have problems with mastering the English language when it's their only language have. You know, I'm really trying to understand how someone as unevolved as you feels like they have the ability or the right to speak anything on me at all, questioning my integrity when you sit online with a fake name. Everybody knows my name, Jaguar Wright, and the one that my parents gave me was Jacqueline Suzette Wright. Everyone knows that. What's your name, little Jackie? I'm just curious. You got a fake name, you got a fake persona, and you got fake intel. But sometimes it's close to good. So the question is, who's giving you yours? Who you working for?
Find out, you know.
Are you a government agent? Secret agent girl, are you? You know, because I already got my feelings about Mims. Make it make sense, ain't making it make a whole lot of sense to me. How he's getting legal court filings before it's showing up on public portals. How are you guys getting better intel? How is make it make sense and Tisa Shell's bullshit? How are you guys beating Harvey Levin and you ain't got a TV deal with Revolt or something by now? No, seriously. If you're good enough to scoop Harvey Levin, you shouldn't be on YouTube.
Right.
Let's keep it a buck. Y'all want to talk about journalism? Y'all want to talk about real content creating? Anybody that has the ability to scoop TMZ should have their own show. Why don't y'all? I want to know. Why are y'all here on YouTube? I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all couldn't make it in real media. Not one day. Y'all wouldn't be able to go a day without lying, making stuff up. See, on YouTube, you can run with whatever you want to run with. It doesn't have to be vetted, verified, anything. You just get to say it. But if you can get enough people to say it on YouTube at the same time, it makes it look like it's real, don't it? And considering that it's mirroring over into Google, y'all have some evidence of how to make a lie stick. Y'all got some real facts in the game when it comes to that. You should have interviewed me when you had the chance. Now instead, you have no Jaguar Wright content, and I'm just going to drag your ass down anyway. I think it's going to be kind of hard for people to listen to any of your critiques about me when you're nothing but a 2-bit con artist with some stores you got at a gift shop that you like to play Whoopi Goldberg with. You know, honestly, the closest thing to any kind of interaction I could possibly see myself wanting. Actually, no, this is it. This is all that there is. This is the only interview that there will ever be between me and Jackie McKinney. Is it me? Can you hear it?
Girl, I can't hear it.
I can't hear it. There's no sound.
I thought you did that on purpose.
No.
Friday on Goofy. Oh.
I mean, in all honesty, you don't even need the sound. You can see what it is.
Yeah.
That Goofy is capping and I'm playing in her face. And that's exactly what it looked like. It's the only kind of interview you getting out of me. There it is. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I'm done. It's a man's world. Ain't it though?
I'm
done.
Girl.
I'm over it. I'm over Tisa. I'm done. Listen to me. Her commentary, period. It is
hated it.
On the next buffoonery.
Girl.
We need to. I've already done commentary about Charleston White, but I did want to go back and say something else because I noticed that there are some content creators that are like lightweight trying to make it seem like something unfair is happening to Charleston in some way, or like he hasn't put himself in position to be where he is as he is right now. For those of you who don't know, yes, Charleston White, born May 17th, 1977, my birth date and year, is in jail for a whole bunch of aggravated craziness.
What?
That comes from hillbilly black boy who wish he was a Peckerwood. Y'all want to talk about agents? Y'all want to talk about fingering people to be a federal agent? Really? Y'all want to hang that on me? Y'all sure y'all want to hang that on me? Are y'all really sure? Like, really? That you want to hang that on me? Charleston White has been cooperating with law enforcement for years. Well, the only person that could do something like that with the kind of charges that he had would be the government. I mean, isn't that the same thing that happened with Boosie? Is nobody looking? Because Boosie had all them charges. He sat with Vlad. Next thing you know, feds over his house. Same thing happened with T.I. Oh, and then the next thing you know, it's terrible. It's awful. It's all going down. And then all of a sudden, all charges are being dropped and they can go home. Let me give y'all street common sense 101. Anytime somebody is legitimately being booked and was held with no bond, it's because they wanted to send you a message. See, I would know because I've been held on no bond on 2 occasions in my life. See, I too know what it's like to be in jail for a crime you did not commit. And it don't matter how much money you come up with. They say you can't go. When the government does that to you, they want you to know there is no amount of money that can even save you. It doesn't matter how important you are. We're going to make you sit here until you do what we want you to do. And that's usually how they break most of us. Part of the reason why most of these government agencies and law enforcement agencies have the problem that they have with me is because I have grit, I have tenacity, I have stamina. If I know I didn't do something and I know you can't prove that I done it, then I don't care how many times you book me. I don't care how many times I need to get bond. I don't care how many times you give me no bond. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to stand tall on it. I'm going to beat them charges and you're going to kiss my ass. Okay. See, that's called being an American citizen and knowing your rights. But the truth is, most of our people are so weak, they can't even handle a week in jail, let alone 8 months. I've done it. And I never begged anybody to do anything for me. You know, the troll farm. Oh my God, Jag, we're the ones that bonded you out of jail. We're the ones that bonded you out of jail. Where were your friends? Ain't nobody bond you out of jail. You ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody do nothing. This is what's funny, dummies. I never asked anybody to. That part. I never asked anybody to. I didn't want nobody in my family putting no money, doing nothing. I did not call any of my friends asking them to do anything for me. They would have done it in a heartbeat. I didn't do it because I knew I was being set up. And I didn't want anybody that loved me to try to come and help me and then be stalked, gaslit, and harassed for it. Y'all see how these people play? Y'all see what they done to Ada? Sean Davy Wade called my friend, who was also my nurse, while they were unlawfully holding me and drugging me. And she ended up losing her job for her loyalty to me because she knew what they did to me was wrong. Sean Davy Wade called her and tried to get her to turn on me and tried to get her to say some crazy stuff about me. Wow. I gave Sean Davy Wade the number because I said, my ex-husband is lying. She can prove it. She was there the night that he assaulted me. She was there when he pulled the pow out on me. Like, she was there for all of it. You need to interview her, Sean. And he said, oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Guess what Sean Davy Wade did? He took my friend's number, called her on 2 different occasions, trying to get her to say something negative about me. And when she told him, if all you're looking is for me to say something bad about her, I can't. Whatever y'all think she is, that's not who she is. Whatever y'all say she is, that's not who she is. I know who she is, and you're not going to get me to say any different. Guess what he did? Canceled the interview.
Girl, wow.
That's what Sean Davy Wade did. I gave him the number to somebody who was willing to corroborate and vouch that my ex-husband was abusing me. He was gaslighting me. He was off his medication. And let's not forget, she was a trauma nurse working in the hospital. She was in Charlton. She was the one that made them stop drugging me because what they were doing was against the law, but it was being ordered by law enforcement. She put her job on the line for me. And my ex-husband, my second husband, who was my husband at the time, called the hospital and told them that she was letting me use the phone to call out and that they should fire her immediately. The one person, she called him to tell him
Let me
I was
calm down.
okay.
Let me calm down.
She called him to tell him I was okay because he was my husband. And he called the hospital and tried to have her fired.
Let me calm down.
Because they didn't want anybody in there that was going to help me.
Let me calm down.
To Mr. Let Go, our YouTube neighbor who I had just gotten to meet, this is going to be the first and last time that I address you and this. You know, the last time I spoke with you and we talked on panel and we did joint broadcasts, I thought we had a decent rapport.
What?
I thought we were supporting each other. You asked your platform to follow my new channel, and I asked my platform to follow yours. Did 2 joint broadcasts together.
Yeah, Mr. Lego. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I found out that he knew our dear Megan McGlover. And he told me that they had a falling out and he didn't understand why. That didn't make any sense to me. So I talked to Megan. And Megan told me why. And I'm not going to get into all of that. Hey, Tommy, thank you. Thank you. Proud to know you too, friend. No, but seriously, I'm not going to get into the reasons why. But now I can understand why. What was even more shocking was when I stopped through one of his broadcasts a couple of weeks ago to find out that I was blocked in the chat. And you can't say it's not real.
Wow.
You can't say it's not real. Because I was watching on the screen as I was typing in my keypad. And clearly, if my name didn't come up on the screen, it's because you blocked me. Why would you do that? What did I do wrong to you? Salute to Bullet Scotty Show. What did I do wrong to you? Why would you encourage your platform and your base to support my channel and go over to my channel and check out my channel and then unfollow and block me? For absolutely no reason at all. It's not like you couldn't have contacted me on Instagram. That's how I initially met you before you dropped the link. You asked me to go over to your DM. I went over to your DM. I told you it was the real me. You dropped the link. We did the blah, 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 blah. If you had a problem with me, you could have DM'd me. I haven't blocked you. Wonder why. That sounds very trollish, doesn't it?
Girl, I'm so tired of them. Like, oh, girl.
No, that sounds very trollish.
I'm so tired.
Like your lightweight pro Diddy and Jay-Z, the video that you did, Mr. Let Go, about Ramir. I've never said anything before because I wasn't going to give it any light. But I just want to make everything clear now. See, I'm not going to break up with you in silent and pretend like I didn't do it and hope that you don't notice. I'm going to break up with you. See, I'm real K-Dot. All of y'all YouTube people are looking real Aubrey to me. I'm real K-Dot. Now, see, a friendly fade was me not mentioning it at all. Now, I'm coming at you direct. You a punk. You call yourself a behavioral therapist, helping build relationships, wanting to see families together, but then you sat there and you clowned Ramir, telling him that he was like a tick that didn't know how to go away. He lost his mother. Maybe you don't know the story about that, Mr. Let Go. Maybe you should let go of some of that aggression so you can hear.
More like estrogen.
His mother was on the phone with the judge about the case regarding his paternity and his legitimacy as an heir, which any mother who loves her child would do. That woman, she fell on the phone while the judge was harassing her about a case that should never have been blocked. Let's get there. Let's start there. Let's let go of the bullshit and let's get to the facts. Wanda, had every right to ask that her child be acknowledged. No different than the brats he's got with the baby or all the other women. She had a right. She had a right.
Of course she does.
She had a right to ask for her son to be legitimately acknowledged for the person that he is and for where he came from. Thank you, J. Mizak.
Sit here and make babies all with people, and then y'all think people just supposed to.
And you're gonna sit there and tell him how sad he is as a grown man for wanting to finish what his mother couldn't do while she was alive. Why does nobody see that? This isn't just about him.
No.
And this isn't about him wanting recognition. He watched his mother lose her life while she was fighting for this one thing. What good son wouldn't want to get it complete?
Thank you.
For his mother. For her word. Because as long as he's not being acknowledged, his mother will still be being considered a liar. Let's look at what's real. Until that DNA test has been done, until it has been taken and the results have come in, Ramir's mother, Wanda, is being considered a liar.
And they mad at her son for being a man and trying to protect his mother.
She was a minor. She was under the age of 18. She wasn't even 16 because I believe she was 16 when she gave birth to Ramir. It takes 40 weeks for a baby to cook. That meant she was 15. She was 15.
While you princess sons is out here gossiping. Like, No,
and she got into a car with a grown adult man that drove her from the Commonwealth of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to a whole nother state called New York, to the borough of Brooklyn. That's teleporting.
Mm-hmm.
And considering that she was under the age of 18 and did not have consent from a parent or any kind of parental figure, it could also be considered kidnapping.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Because she was a minor.
Mm-hmm.
And anything that happened without knowledge of the family or a marriage contract in place before she turned 18, by Pennsylvania state law, is considered statutory rape. The identity of Ramir is very important to the Jigga man. Because if that's his son, that means he kidnapped, allegedly, an underage girl, took her to a whole nother state, and had unprotected intercourse with her, impregnated her, and then pretended like she never existed.
Y'all gonna get in that man's face and try to tell him anything about defending his mama name? Y'all got life bullshit fucked up. Fuck on.
I ain't gonna ever judge Ramir Saddlehead for wanting to prove that his mother wasn't no liar.
Y'all got life bullshit fucked up.
And Mr. Letgo, you called him a tick that doesn't know how to go away? He's a grown man who's bothering somebody. Not somebody, his father, allegedly. Who his mother died trying to prove. And you don't think he deserves an answer?
Mr. Lecco better take that Princess Diva shit over there somewhere. Girl.
You're a black man. You're a black man whose platform is supposed to be about encouraging healthy family relationships. Why don't you take all of that vitriol and give it to the adult that allegedly sired this human being into the world?
Since you care about the black family that much.
Or did you get $1 from the Jigga Man too? Are you one of the content creators, Mr. Let Go, that got you a little Cash App? Cash App, Cash App. What would you do for a Cash App card? I mean, when I saw that video, you really went out of your way to make it very clear that better not nobody come up to your house trying to make you say anything or make you do anything. You sat there, you had your tools on, you had all of this stuff on, claiming that you come by here if you want to. I'll say whatever I want to say, and I'll do whatever you come through here, and it's going to be a problem. Oh, you had quite the show. Was that your way of trying to convince your audience that you weren't on the take? Because that's what it's starting to look like to me. That's exactly what it's starting to look like to me. You should be ashamed of yourself. You sit there hustling those cards. Your entity that you created, that you earn money off of. And the whole thing is supposed to be about encouraging better communication in your family. A deeper conversation. Why don't you tell the Jigga Man to have a deep conversation with Ramir? Fuck you and your cards. You ain't got to worry about blocking me. But I just thought everyone should know that you did. Wonder why?
Because he eating too much soy. You might want to stop, sir.
What was it? Because of what Megan had to tell me about you? You were afraid that I might say something? Or is it because you saw how I'm sniffing out all these other frauds here on YouTube that have been pushing around false narratives, doing all kinds of disinformation, trying to make fake victims go viral? Like, which one is it? Which card of yours was I about to pull? You damn right, Nick. Hashtag I'm telling. You know, a lot of people do a lot of disrespectful stuff on this app.
Girl, they so disrespectful. Ooh, child, they so disrespectful.
So, Mr. Let Go, even though you're not in the artwork or on the thumbnail, I just wanted to give you that honorable mention. Thank you for getting to know you, and fuck you.
And your mama too.
Really? Respectfully, fuck you.
These daughter sons getting on my nerves, girl. They really are.
And you can go on ahead back and go run tell the Jigga Man that before you get your next payment.
All that Similac across them dollars he getting allegedly.
Unbelievable-ish. Back to what I was saying, Charleston White. You know, he's another one that was real disrespectful about the death of Gilly the Kid's son.
I remember that.
That real ignorant, disrespectful crap he was doing.
Yeah.
When he got on the phone, live online, and called his son to have a benign, irrelevant conversation just so he could use his child to troll another man's pain.
I promise y'all.
Is everybody forgetting that Charleston White did that? He got live online. Okay? He got live online. Called Gilly all kinds of names, talked all kinds of crazy about him, called him. What was it? What was it? No Limit? Cash Money? Which one was it?
Girl, he was running his mouth too much for me, and I ain't got nothing.
Which one? It's Cash Money, right? Lil Wayne, because the Lil Wayne company was Young Money.
No, Lil Wayne, yeah, that's Cash Money.
Yeah, because No Limit, that's
Master P.
That's Master P, you know. Yeah. Cash Money.
Cash Money, Young Money, all that.
Yeah, when I say Cash Money now, I say it with a K. Cash Money, I'm telling. You know, he talked all that crap. Ooh, you gonna use your own child to troll another man's grief. And Mr. Let Go running around asking people to feel sorry for you, Charleston. Lightweight. Or what?
Girl,
What y'all
girl,
informants
is
together?
he?
No, are y'all informants together?
Hmm.
Because see, I know what Charleston is. Charleston got out of hand. They reminded him what they could put him in jail for. They put him in there with no bond, make sure that he knew that he better get back in line and get back to the agenda. Now everything is gone and he's back out again. And he's going to probably either start attacking me or attacking. I'm sure they're giving him some kind of, you know, line up that he needs to do to run around, keep the disinformation going because YouTube is falling apart and the construct is being exposed for the criminal entity that it is, in my opinion.
In mine as well.
Like, I'm just curious.
Hmm.
Y'all seem to be confused about who I am. I am myself consistently. I don't have to put on a fake persona. I don't have to use a fake name. If I want to cam up, I can cam up. If I don't, I don't. I can sing my own songs. I don't need AI anything. Can't pronounce words or chew food with their mouths closed. These are the people I'm supposed to be offended by.
It's the nerve
These
for
are
me.
the people I'm supposed to be answering to.
The KGB would have
Y'all
known.
want to put the Monica Fed on people?
Hmm.
I can see 3 people on this screen right now that fit that bill a whole lot better than me.
And one of them got a roasted chicken on his head. Like,
Oh my goodness.
girl,
Speaking
I'm sorry.
of, no, let's get to it. Speaking of,
Girl, look at that
I'll
old
tell you something.
Yeti head.
Boosie gets taken in, his life is over, and then all of a sudden he got to start pawning Bentleys and stuff, and then all of a sudden everything's gone, and he right back. I'm just trying to figure out who made the phone call. Was it someone from the Obama administration, or was it Desiree? Who popped your cage? You one-eyed freak. Somebody did. It's funny. People watch this stuff happen right in front of their face. Right? Yeah, he was pawning Bentleys. Yeah, he was.
Girl.
And then turned around. Yup, Cash. That's the new Cash Money right there. Cash Patel. That's the new Cash Money records right there. He talking Cash Money. And it ain't bullshit. And he gonna put every last one of y'all. He gonna make sure every last one of y'all have a hit platinum record in Gitmo.
Girl, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long line. They all
See,
gonna be
this is the
singing,
thing.
talking about. Oh,
They all want to accuse me. Oh, she's coming after black men. She's coming after this. She's coming after that. So their color negates all of their crimes. So because these men are black and I'm black, I can't accuse them for being the horrors to the community that they are.
I'm so tired of them trying to run that narrative. It's so lazy, it's boring, and it's
There's
just
black
it's really
excellence.
just aggravating.
What's excellent about grape?
See, that's y'all's problem. That girl, who I was about
What's
to go.
excellent about greed? What's excellent about being talentless and harassing people with talent away from the business so you can look better than what you are? What's excellent about that?
Now let's get down to it. These people sit here and feel that way because that's exactly who they are at home. Y'all sit here and turn your head when your uncle come and visit your daughter at night. You turn your head when your son is sitting here getting played with the nasty woman down the street and he ain't got his reading skills together. You sit here and you pretending you perpetrate like you got money in your neighborhood. Meanwhile, you begging your mama to please pay your light bill and you over here hopping from hoe to hoe to make sure that you got a roof over your head. Let's stop playing games. These men in the forefront are exactly who y'all wish to be. That's why let's keep it gangster. Like, stop it. Girl, I'm tired of all this estrogen that these motherfuckers got, and they ain't want to talk about
No,
stop
it's just
hating black
wild
men.
because the thing is, if you're sitting there creating arguments, literally arguments, to protect predators,
right,
and then using the race card
right,
to cover that up.
Nah, we're not the
Anyone
same.
who falls for it, anyone who's fool enough to fall for it, you deserve what's going to happen because of that choice.
Okay.
Like, seriously. Cash Money coming through, and he's going to make sure all of you get a platinum record and get more.
You all gonna be singing just like you got to go and dig those holes. Yeah, all of y'all.
It's wild to me. These people are not role models. These people are not real philanthropists. The only time they donate anything is when they're in trouble, and they make sure that everybody knows, and then they turn around and throw an overpriced concert so you can give them all the money back.
Girl, please, they playing them hood games with taxes. They donate so they could be a tax deduction. Get out of here. Like,
Like, no. Come on.
I'm tired of y'all sitting here trying to big up these people. These people are frauds. Like, let go of your idols, man.
They've been running game on y'all.
And y'all steady letting them play in your face. I'm not.
And
like,
salute
man,
to Mel Gibson. Salute to Mel Gibson. I pray.
Oh Lord, he did.
I pray you run through Hollywood.
Girl, let me hurry up and get me
and
a
let us know. Let us know over here in Jaguar country if you need any help. We ain't got no problem with running them down with you. See, what everyone is really scared about is this. And this is the thing that nobody's really taking into consideration. First things first. The two people who are directly attached to the didosphere on the screen are myself and that man with that roadkill thing on his head.
Oh God!
You want to know what's wild?
The girl.
I've been proving to everybody day for day now for the past 3 months that this fake news thing is real.
I'm tired of them not listening.
It's real. It's real.
Girl.
And Courtney Burgess is a big part of it. He's a big part.
That's the sad part. Like,
of this.
You got to pull out people like Mr. Burgess. Girl, look at this. Look at this character. No, y'all will not get my respect ever.
They went and got Boogaloo to act like he was some kind of a special witness to came save the day and take down Diddy, and he's got this and he's got that, and guess what? He ain't showed nobody nothing. You want to know what's funny? Everybody talk about
this hat?
Jag don't share no. Jag don't ever show no receipts. Jag don't ever show no receipts. Jag don't ever show no. What receipts did
y'all
Courtney
gonna
Burgess
listen to this person over here looking like a Yeti?
What
they gonna believe him over here.
What receipts did Courtney Burgess show? What receipts?
He stops in the wildfire.
No, hold on. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all ever saw Courtney Burgess post a real receipt. Put a 4 in the chat if you haven't. 3 in the chat.
Is him buying this hat count as a real receipt of him being a clown?
No.
Okay.
The hat does not count as a receipt.
Okay. Okay.
He don't get extra credit for the hat. Nope.
Girl, listen. The KGB would have never. Girl, no. I'm disappointed.
I've only seen one. Okay, 4. Okay, so let's be clear on the poll. It was 3 if you have seen Courtney produce a receipt. 4 if you haven't. I don't see number 4s. What about you, Grace?
I can't see nothing, but I ain't see him produce nothing but this abysmal attire over here. That's it.
A lot of talking, a lot of promising, a lot of this, a lot of that. No receipts.
I can't produce nothing.
Why is everybody why is
out.
everyone getting away from the fact that Courtney Burgess got on the Sean Atwood platform and literally said that he saw me on the Diddy tapes that he said he never watched, but he saw me. Let's be clear. Courtney Burgess said he had Diddy tapes. He said they were given to him by Shakir Stewart, who was dead, so we couldn't give it to him. Then he said Kim gave it to him, and can't nobody prove, including him, that he knew Kim, Tupac, or any freaking body.
Girl, Tupac.
We ain't even gotta talk about the Tupac.
No.
What?
Just girl.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Girl. He lying to people, and then he walking around looking like this, and people.
He has been caught in more lies than Richard Nixon did during Watergate. and people still want to venerate him.
Nope.
People still want to do that. They want to. They want to qualify him online. To oppose me, right? Because he was supposed to be the real survivor. Jag's just talking. He's the real survivor. Where? He's the real evidence man. Where?
How? When?
Because he ain't give nothing to no grand jury. Because he ain't have nothing to give.
He lying to y'all on the internet and getting y'all Cash App donations.
But he sat on Sean Atwood's panel and not only said that he saw me on the tape, but he saw me assaulting my deceased son. Everybody knows that, right? Like, we're all clear on that part, right?
I'm getting quiet because I'm getting mad. That's it.
Courtney Burgess sat on the Sean Atwood platform and said that he saw me on the Diddy tapes that he had in his possession that he allegedly got from Kim Porter. I was on them assaulting my son, even though he never watched them. I deserve to get an award for living through that.
Girl. I'm getting mad. That's the only reason I'm quiet. This ashy nigga.
And then when he came back on the Sean Atwood show, he said, Jag's always talking stuff to people. I wasn't just going to let her say that. I had to say something too. So you sat there online and admitted that you lied because you wanted to hurt my feelings because I'm smarter than you. You freaking idiot.
You ashy bitch, girl.
You committed defamation on a large platform with almost 1 million subscribers, lying, saying that you saw something that you know you didn't see on tapes that you never had, and I'm being attacked. That's wild.
That's all right. I'm gonna make it wilder because I'm gonna attack this ashy bitch and that hat every chance I can. Great.
Now they want to go. Wait. Now they want to go and dig up this from this channel and that from that channel of, oh, she said that about this. She said that about Trump. And she said this. And she said that. And Jag said this. And she doesn't deserve that award. And she don't like Trump. And she said this. And she said that. And y'all need to take that award and lock her up.
Why this nigga get to lie to everybody looking like a shitty moist pamper all at the same time. Girl, I'm angry. No, I'm angry.
And let's be very clear, whether or not he's working for the Jigga Man directly or for the government, they're all working for the same. Allegedly.
I don't care if he's working for Santa. I can't wait. Ooh.
Understand this. The reason why there's no speech bubbles over my head or Cash Patel's head is because I made sure to put the cartoon right there over the character. These are your clowns. These are your liars. These are your disinformationists. These are the people that are trying to help Diddy and Jay-Z get free. I'm just not. And what they're really upset about is me rubbing shoulders with Mr. Patel. That's what they're really worried about. They are super worried about all that I know and all that I can prove finally being heard by a government agent that isn't poisoned against me.
Yo, make no mistake, they all shaking at the house, shaking like booty meat. Everybody know what's up.
I want y'all to take this into consideration. If everything that I'm saying is right and true and real, and this YouTube construct has been turned into a liar's pit to disseminate false information and confuse jury pools nationally, allegedly. Even when I say it, it just if they're all working for the bad guys here on YouTube, Cash Patel is the new good guy put in place. I have the ability to go and tell him everything that certain government agents have been ignoring for almost 5 years straight. Isn't that funny?
Hysterical.
Trump comes in, new administration, and now everybody's nervous about me showing up at a party at Mar-a-Lago.
I wonder why.
To get an award.
Just spent all these years saying that
y'all thought I would. I thought all of y'all thought I was irrelevant.
I thought that she didn't matter.
I'm so irrelevant, if I'm such a nobody, then that means that my award shouldn't even be news to you. But this is the wild thing, though. This is the wild thing, though. Before the organization could promote the pictures and the good news and the ceremony, before me and Odell could do it, who were actually there, I'm actually an honoree.
Girl.
The trolls had access to the footage before we even got to dump it down to upload it.
Girl.
How are y'all able to get footage inside an event that none of y'all were invited to?
How?
Like, is nobody noticing that? Every negative troll account had footage and imagery of me at Mar-a-Lago before we even publicly announced that we were going to be sharing footage. The haters got it out first. How did they get it? The only way to have gotten that footage, you would have had to have gotten it from someone inside the event. And the only people that were there that associate with these weirdos that we go up against every day online from YouTube was Fresh and Frickin' Fit, who apparently also hang around with PDFers.
Girl.
And I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to call it for what it is. Fresh and Fit came into the Mar-a-Lago event as agents of chaos to try to start an issue between me and my fiance, while sit there mirroring every shot that Odell took so that they could give it to the troll farm, so they could run with it before we could, so they could make money off of it.
That is wild.
And use it for disinformation at the same time. I'm calling all of y'all out. I know why Fresh and Fit really don't bang with me and my fiance. I know.
Girl, they know that they even bother with you guys. That's the wild part. Like,
no. What they really ought to be worried about is all of the evidence that's coming out about them allegedly lining up Kevin Samuels so they could steal his platform and keep the money.
I guess red pilling wasn't too lucrative. Oh, a lot of y'all gonna be in some shit.
And it's wild.
Oh.
All this political talk.
People on this app.
Like, I really don't get it.
People on this app.
I don't get how people can't see it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think people need to start saying justice for Kevin Samuels.
Ladies, please don't. This ain't the time. You heard what God said.
I don't care what you thought of him as a person. Nobody deserves to be lined up and have their life taken from them
At all.
For greed and profit.
Mm-mm.
And then turn around and disparage his name once he's dead.
Mm-mm. I don't stand for that at all. Mm-mm.
I don't think people understand the reason why people are so upset. The reason why people are so angry is because they know the people who can't congratulate me, the people who can only do negative, it's because me winning that award is negative for them. Not for the public, for them. Of course they got to talk it down. Of course they got to rip it to shreds. Of course they got to make it look invalid. They got to make sure that they talk and 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 talk until people forget what they were talking about, and then everyone can forget. That's the game. They want to diminish the honor and the prestige of that award, so more people won't be emboldened to support me in my aim and my efforts. Because me winning is them losing their YouTube channels at the least, or going to jail at best. If I were them, I'd be talking Cash Money bullshit about me all day. Unfortunately, the only Cash Money y'all talking leads to a rap label that's dead. The Cash Money I'm talking leads to the Fed. Y'all niggas better get low or get mo.
And they making room up there, y'all.
Or get mo. Hey, get low, get low, get low, get low, or get mo. Get mo. Get low, get low. Y'all should really just stop doing content with me altogether.
Walmart is hiring.
How about that?
The schoolhouse is looking for cafeteria workers.
If y'all honestly think that what you're saying and doing and the messages that you're sending to these people who were, paperwork. Paperwork party in the house, ladies and gentlemen. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, Melanie King, and Dennis Sperling. 2025, the world will know y'all.
Paperwork party TV. Don't worry, I'm coming by your spot.
Paperwork, I'm gonna give you a call. We gotta talk. I think we gotta pull some paperwork and pull some cards.
Girl, yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, everybody, come on. Oh no. Ooh. Oh.
If I was him, I'd hate me too. You damn right he's telling. You damn right he's telling. We telling.
God, I remember when the internet got so mad at Monique when she said, "I'm going to tell." Now fast forward.
Yeah. The remix. Hashtag I'm telling. Hashtag I'm telling. You better get low before you get mo. I know that.
They making room up there too, y'all.
Like it's sad. It's like they think they going. rattle me. Like all of this stuff that they say and all of the Trump rumors about what I said about Trump and whoopty-woo and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Like they want to keep throwing all of this stuff around and saying all of this stuff.
Time.
No, this is the thing. It's all old content. Everything that they're saying that I said, which hopefully hasn't been remixed in any way, because honestly, I don't pay no attention to it. I don't believe anything that these people put out because I know exactly what they're willing to do and what they're prepared to do and what they will do to sell a lie. Like I already know. But once again, I've never been a Donald Trump fan. I've always said that. I've always said that as a person, the stuff that I know about him from back in the day, he's a real scumbag. Like a lot of billionaires. That's the truth. I don't know too many billionaires that are good guys. Like most of the billionaires I know are freaking scumbags. They love taking advantage of people. They love getting over on people. They love using the allure of their money to get people to do all kinds of things for them. Then they promise them they're going to help them. They promise them they're going to do that. And then they just run off and go laugh about how they made a bunch of broke people pay for them to have a good time while they keep their money in their pocket. Like, honestly, that's most billionaires I know.
Girl, listen, they just mad that their narcissism on the low. They want to be millionaire narcissists, okay? And they're not there yet. And so they're mad. I don't even want to hear none of that. Girl.
It's
you
wild.
Know how much playing CNN and them did.
You want to know what was funny though? Right after Kevin Samuels passed away, they started throwing those rumors out there about him being they saying that he was homosexual when he wasn't.
I remember. Girl, we going over there by
why is it that every time somebody gets moved around, the first thing that happens is they start disparaging a person's character, knowing that they can't say nothing. You know, that's why people are really angry with me. They were never expecting to have to contend with me. I was supposed to be dead in 2023. I wasn't supposed to make it out of jail. The reason why they stuck on all of these fake ass charges that Dallas is afraid to drop, because the second they do, I'm suing Dallas for $50 million. Do you think these people want to pay me? I'll bankrupt DeSoto. Cops.
It'll be a whole ghost town out
Cops beating on a woman, drugging a woman, forcing a woman to urinate on herself and leaving her in her urine for 18 hours. That's what they did to me. Do you really think they want to pay that? Texas billionaires stay billionaires because they're cheap.
We talked about it yesterday.
They set up all of those phony scams on me, and they thought they was going to get me into jail, and then the doctor was going to just be able to give me some medicine and either make me go crazy or make me go bye-bye. They never expected to have to defend what they did in 2023. That's why they running around like chickens with their head cut off. Anybody who's talking about me that's bringing up anything not from this year or for anything after September of last year, it is gassing you up. They trying to confuse you. They trying to play with your mind.
They think you're dumb as fuck.
Talking about all that old stuff. No, talking about all that. Wait a minute. I can see that happening in DeSoto with the leaders in that city. Now, what leaders? You mean the people that's taking money allegedly from the cartel to let the cartel do whatever they want to do in South Dallas? Because that's all any of those towns is doing allegedly. Allegedly, all of these South Dallas County towns have let the cartel come in and do whatever they want to do. They get to ride around in cruises whenever they want, allegedly. Brown paper bag business, manila envelope business, allegedly. Of course they want me quiet. Of course they want me gone. It would be better if I'm dead, but if they can make me look crazy, or if they can drive me crazy with medicine so I can't remember nothing to say anything, or if they can get me in a lawsuit to put a gag order on me so legally I can't speak, if they can do any of those things, they love it. So why hasn't any of it happened? Why has no one sued me? And more importantly, Tisa, if you're a tarot card reader, why are you asking the question? You should be able to tell everybody.
Girl, why are you going around when you have access to the cards, girl?
I don't ever want to hear you talking about me unless you got some tarot cards, ma'am.
I know you heard me say that she better come on with them today. Don't go live trying to run your mouth, girl. No, you already proved you scary. Get the cards. I want to see that work.
Jackie McKinney is a goofball. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
Girl, everybody a clown.
And we're going to start this before we wrap up. Let's be clear. Put a 7 in the chat if you've witnessed the fake news campaign against Jaguar Wright. Put an 8 in the chat if you think all things with my name attached to it are true and real. 7 in the chat if you've seen the fake news attack on my life. 8 if all of the stuff that they say about me is fair and true. Oh, wow. Those are a lot of 7s. 7. My God. My God.
Not that you two trying to cut up now.
So all that being said, let's be clear on a thing or two about a thing or two. If they can do this to me, what makes y'all think they didn't do it to President Trump? Because there's a lot of people that believe a lot of those lies that are being told about me. And then they meet me. I know Golden. Golden been around. Golden can tell y'all some things. She's seen it all. And I want to thank you for being here all this time. I want to thank you for being there, praying, supporting when you can. Thank you, Golden Aries Yoki. Because see, Golden Aries Yoki has watched every last one of these frauds that YouTube has put in my life. She's seen it all happen. What makes us think that the opinion that we have formed about Donald Trump, and like I said, the things that I've had to say about him, that was when he was a much younger man. I'm talking about stuff from the 90s. Stuff that I remember from the 80s. That was a long time ago. Now, me talking about it is me talking about it. Everybody gets to talk. It's called freedom of speech. But at the end of the day, whatever I had to say about Donald Trump before now was all things that I knew from the past. From the past. Nothing current. Nothing new. Oh, Humble Waters. Thank you. Thank you. I need to know what people really believe. Do we believe that just because somebody was one way when they were younger, it doesn't mean that they can't change when they're older? You know, as you get older, and see, I can talk about this because I'm approaching AARP status. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm approaching.
Girl, you gonna stop.
The thing is, let's be real. Donald Trump has been a celebrity all of his adult life, just like me. He's been living in the public eye forever. You know what that means? Oh, thank you, paperwork. Bless your heart, paperwork.
I have the paperwork, man.
But let's be clear. You know, when people hear me talk about my father, it's with great respect, is it not?
Of course.
Have you ever really heard me ever say anything about his dad? Now, number one, let's be clear about this. Whatever I had to say about anything sexual regarding that man, I can't talk about that. I can't get into detail about that. And once again, it was a long time ago. Long time ago. But the one thing that isn't true is that I never witnessed him do anything with my own eyes. I was never present for anything with my own eyes. And those recordings that I was speaking of, I'm not the one that took them. I'm not the one that took them. They were taken by a sex worker that I know.
I don't care if it was taken by Elmo.
Oh, see, don't nobody want to talk about that though. Because she slept with a lot of powerful men.
Hey.
Now, anybody that knows anything about Philly knows LeBeck Finn, remembers Club Denim. And everyone knows that's where Trump hung out when he came to Philly. Him and his kids. I was a regular in both places. I've seen a lot of things. So what? What does whatever he's done sexually with another adult matter to me or anyone else, honestly? I mean, if we're going to talk about what I'm saying, are we going to go back and start talking about what they were saying about Tamron Hall right before the election? Y'all don't remember when the DNC threw out that nasty work saying that allegedly Donald Trump and Tamron Hall had an affair while she was still working at the network before she got her TV show? Nobody remembers that?
Running their mouth about you talking about some. Oh, Jag was talking
because
about
no. The demonic National Convention threw that out there right before the election.
They're no different.
They slut shamed Tamron Hall. Put out the story that not only did they have an affair, but allegedly they said she was also pregnant with his child. And she deleted. And not long after that, she got married and got a TV show. Like, if we want to talk about all of the screwed up things that people have had to say about Trump and all of the weirdo conversation that they put out there, like, real rat, why ain't nobody talking about that? More importantly, the stuff that they want to talk about regarding that sex worker that I was talking about, who I instructed to record all of her sessions for her protection with the kind of people she was consorting with. We were childhood friends. I looked out for her when she was heavy in them streets. And what?
How's it problem?
And what? Rich men sleep with compromised women all the time. So what?
It sounds like they're mad that they won the.
What I can tell you is this for a fact, because I know my history very well. Very well. Donald Trump ain't nowhere near as bad as Jack and Bobby Kennedy were when they were in the White House with Marilyn Monroe and many, many, many other starlets. So what? So what? So what if any of these men, y'all want to sit there and worry about Trump's sex life? Are you worried about the Jigga Man sex life?
Okay, because only one of these people allegedly got little people in their midst and shit.
Yeah, I've never heard anything about Trump messing with no children. Oh, and by the way, for the unintelligent, for the very unintelligent,
for you nose pickers in the back,
let's be very clear. Donald Trump's first wife, named Ivana. His daughter's name is also Ivana. Ivanka is a nickname for Ivana. You would have to know the dialect. They were mother and daughter with the same name. Just like Kiki Wyatt and her daughter, Kiki Wyatt, her name is Kitara. Her daughter's name is Kitara. Donald Trump and Ivana had a daughter named Ivana. They call her Ivanka. And rest in peace to Ivana Trump. Smart woman. Really smart woman. I met her a few times. And I'm going to tell you something right now. She was never, for real, a bitter divorcee. She's a class act. I liked her. You know, when Trump first went in, I always said that I wish that Ivana was our first lady and not Melania. I was very fond of Ivana Trump. And guess what? Her nickname was Ivanka. And they called the baby Ivanka, the nickname. They're both Ivana. Now, if y'all want to sit there and worry about stories about what was said and ball gags and the daughter and all of this and all of that, I said the sex worker said that he would have her dress up looking a certain way and saying a certain thing. What makes you think that it wasn't him wanting his former wife?
Get out of everybody's business.
I know plenty of men that after they lose a great love, they'll date women that look like her or get women to dress up the way she did just to have a piece of that around.
Right.
I can totally see that happening. Ivana was a class act and really unforgettable. And then it just makes me think of what I was saying all along. Are we judging people based on what's real and what we know, or based on what we see in the movie, in the movies and in the media and in the social media and in the reels and in the TikToks and in all of this? If we're believing that, we're not interested in the truth. We're just interested in someone's opinion about something. But what I will say is that after the way I saw Melania really stand 10 toes down about the threats and the attacks on her husband and on her son. Like, for these are public figures for us. That's her husband. That's her child. They don't have to have the best marriage in the world. And honestly, it's none of our business. It's their marriage. Whatever it is, that's what it is. But I'll tell you one thing. I hope she wins her lawsuit against The View. Because all of that fake news and everything that they did and all the things that they said about her wanting her husband unalive and her hating her husband and doing this, doing that. Listen to me. Unless you were getting that out of her on an interview, you had no business saying it. And that's what I'm saying. People is real free willy out here with the fake news.
They disrespectful as shit with this wild ass lying ass news.
Who cares about what people are doing in their bedroom? I'm going to tell you what matters to me right now. Our country is weak. Our country is suffering. You know, when you got a beast coming up against you, coming for you, and you need to get a defender to defend you from this big beast. I want y'all to think about this. You got a golden retriever behind one door, and you got Godzilla behind the other. Which door are you going to open? which door are you going to open? Are you going to open the door with the golden retriever and send him out there to go fight the monster coming to take you out? Or are you going to open up the door with Godzilla behind it and duck down and let him do whatever and worry about what you got to fix tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
What this country is facing is a monster. It is a beast. You can't send a golden retriever to go fight a beast. You can send a golden retriever to go smell for where the dead are so people could come pick them up and get the bodies and bury them. But that's about all a golden retriever is really going to be able to do for you. You need a monster.
Fuck around and run off.
You need a monster. You need Godzilla. Open up the door and duck down. But you need Godzilla. And right now, what we're fighting, Trump is the Godzilla we need. He's the Godzilla we need.
Like the rest of the world knows that. America, it
takes a beast to be the beast. And when it comes to business, Trump is a beast. America is a business that has been severely mismanaged. Y'all let Biden sitting over there blowing in applesauce and saying, I made poo-poo, I made pee-pee in the potty. Y'all defended that. That's a golden retriever. We already had a golden retriever. Look at where we're at.
Child.
We need a beast to fight off what we need to keep away. Why y'all want to hate on? Why y'all want to hate on that?
Because they think life is a game. Don't worry, they're gonna find out soon enough. These people think life is a game.
If you want eggs to go back down to only being 15 to 20 cents an egg, then maybe you need to get behind what we got. Like, I don't think you understand. Everybody keeps making this political, GOP, DNC, GOP, DNC. They're all the same.
What y'all gonna do when your kids can't go to school?
They're all the same.
Y'all, what y'all gonna do?
They're all the same.
Yeah, they're gonna be crying. And I don't
we let the golden retriever run around for 4 years, and now look at where we are.
And you think throwing shoes at the dog is gonna do something? Like,
we need a monster to beat that monster. And when it comes to business, Trump is a beast.
And y'all better be lucky somebody wants to clean this up. Girl, can you imagine if the Democratic Party had no one running up against it? It was like, fuck it.
It's wild to me.
No, it's actually quite scary. It's scary to me.
Our country, yes, golden retrievers are smart, just like beagles. And guess what? If a bear is coming for me, they gonna run just like me.
Dog gonna run first. Get out of here. Like, y'all think it's a game?
All so caught up. We are all so caught up. Listen to me. I don't talk about Elon Musk. I don't know why everybody else is either. Why talk about Elon Musk? Why? Why talk about Elon Musk? Why is everybody so worried about See, this is how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. If I'm going to go out of my way to complain about something, I'm also going to make sure that I have a way to resolve that issue. Everybody's got a Elon Musk problem. Everybody's got an Elon Musk right. What can you do about it? What can you do about it? You know, I remember being a kid and play fighting. Well, that's your opinion. How many Fortune 500 companies have you led up? You say Trump is horrible at business. Are you saying that because of all of the bankruptcies? That's not bad at business. That's smart at business. He was able to use loopholes that the government set up to save money.
Like people are really
and invested in something else.
Intelligence.
Exactly. And this is the problem. We have people having all of these big reactions to problems they don't even understand.
Right. Like, why can't y'all go research it first before you
like y'all get outraged before you get educated?
Yeah.
Y'all get outraged before you get educated.
This is why it's save the children. They're like, no. The lack of intelligence is beyond me, and we can't do nothing about it. Like
we didn't elect Donald Trump because we all think he's just the sweetest guy in the world, and he's just the next Jimmy Carter. We didn't know. We elected him because what we already had going on wasn't working. It was the best option that was available. There have been no other options. So when you only have two choices, chocolate or vanilla, you gotta choose the one that's going to work for you. A lot of comments are AI'd. There's a video that was running around here on YouTube right before MIA sat down with Candace Owens, and it had her cursing Beyonce out and doing all kinds of things. I talked to MIA myself. She told me that wasn't real. It was AI'd. And I believe her. Because the energy that she had in that angry video is so different from the energy that she's had on the rest of her interviews.
Not only that, I hope the children do know that literally a lot of the comments in everyone's comment sessions are AI generated. If y'all don't know that, I'm gonna need for y'all to start studying.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Y'all got to start educating yourself so you know what you're being outraged by.
Please.
Yes, honey. Everybody thinks Elon Musk because he's financing Trump and whatever the case may be. This is the thing. Was there anybody else that was willing to donate the money that Elon Musk was willing to donate?
Okay.
Trump was fighting against deep state oppression, a bunch of fake news and attacks on his life. He needed all of the help and financing and funding he could get. You would have thought that all of his friends, his billionaire friends, would have banded together and backed him, but they didn't do that. They were busy worried about which budget or which list was going to come out and who was going to be this and who was going to be that. So they did not do it. So Elon Musk said, you know what? I'll do it. I got the bread. How can we complain when nobody else stepped in?
People got to stop being so naive to the way life.
You can't be mad at Trump for taking that man's money when the people that should have been financially backing him weren't doing it the way they were supposed to. They raised all the money that they needed to. But at the end of the day, what does it matter? This is what we got. Like America has turned into a bunch of little kids sitting at the dinner table talking about, I want chicken nuggets for dinner. I don't want peas.
Girl, and chill, look here. The kids will starve. You will eat what's here, or you can starve. Choose wisely.
Like, I don't think America is getting it. Y'all have gotten so immature.
Like the rest of the world looks in and they're like, oh,
options. We had two options. We got one of them. We had chocolate or vanilla. We got vanilla. Okay. What can we do with vanilla? We can make milkshakes. We can make ice cream cakes. We can, I'm just saying, we got to work with what we got.
They want to cry and kick around and shit. And they think
like little kids at the dinner table.
Not I, says the cat.
I don't want
think
to eat meatloaf, but I don't want meatloaf. But all we have is meatloaf and mashed potatoes and peas and corn and carrots, and we have some cornbread. I don't want cornbread.
Well, all right. Guess what? They got children in China that are dying from madness and hunger.
I want chocolate cake.
You can sit here and starve. I'm gonna go eat.
Like, are you serious?
Unbelievable.
Because that's what America sounds like when it comes to dealing with what's on your table.
Mm.
What's on your table is Trump and a potential war coming to claim us. That's what's coming. That's what's on our table. I'm sorry that you don't want it, but this is what you gotta eat. Okay? Yes, if you have lemons, make lemonade. But this is the thing. That man ain't complaining. He ain't complaining that all of y'all hating on him, talking crazy about him, mad, having fits, acting a fool, going crazy. No. What is he doing? Shutting down our issues at the border. What is he doing? He's shutting down all of the money that people been getting off of us that should have been here for us. He is closing up everything to make America available for Americans again. Because unfortunately, for whatever reason, America is only available to anyone who is an American.
Child.
What you mean?
Y'all better wake up. Like, y'all better wake
y'all
up.
Y'all sitting here arguing about a man that's trying to give you back what these other motherfuckers have been giving away to people who ain't even American.
They really not watching those hearings about where that money's going.
Like, are you kidding me?
Like, the outrage. Y'all don't even care to go find out.
Billions of dollars wasted on things that had nothing to do with America, promoting things that really ain't American. And then you're going to sit here and complain because he's going to turn the faucet off so Americans can get it back? Yeah, whatever. Like, whatever. Nope. If that's where y'all at, whatever.
That's fine.
At the end of the day, if you're an American, you should be worried about Americans.
And Americans, we in hot shit. We in trouble out here. And you eating cheese and looking up, talking about, ooh, a pony.
But more importantly than all of that, for those of us who are true believers in the almighty living God, we already know that whatever happens, whether we want it to or like it or not, whether we like it or not, I'm so tired of I'm tired of the lack of commitment to engaging in reality. Everything that happens within the will of God, whether you want it to or not. What happens in this world, the things that materialize in real life, are God's call. So if you truly believe in God, whether you want a Donald Trump or not, whether you want a Kamala Harris or not, whether you want a Dr. Cornel West or not, whatever it is that you wanted, God has the final say. How does this country not see that the total rejection of supporting your president who's trying to give you your country back after the last administration that tried to give it away?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who this is, but sweetheart, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to get you up out of here. I'm not talking about Tony Busby. I don't know why you are. See, this is what I'm talking about, an undisciplined mind. No one said anything about the judge. No one said anything about Tony Busby. No one said anything about any of those things. Everybody wants to talk about Trump. Everybody wants to be up in arms about Trump. So here we are. We're talking Trump. That's what y'all wanted, right? We're talking Trump. Here's my Trump card. God wanted Donald Trump to be in office to fulfill prophecy. You know, the things that happen in prophecy, they're not always good. Sometimes the things that happen in prophecy are absolutely catastrophic. But if that's the way God wants it to go, then that's just okay. Yeah, here we got another one. Here we got another one.
Yeah, I can't even see them. But like I said, all these
the trolls are coming through.
Of course they are, because you speaking, you talking real shit now.
Because I'm talking that real talk.
Of course.
It's always that way. Thank you, honey.
One has time.
Hold on, where is it? No, that's not it. Did somebody else grab it? The wolf comment. Oh, there's a whole another super chat I missed. I'm sorry. Thank you, Yorkie Mom. Preach it, Jag. People need to wake up. Forget about. Indeed.
Yeah, the people gonna be irate when they find out that's where all their taxes went to.
They took all of your money.
Woo!
And they put it in a like who?
Woo!
Why do we need to waste money on finding out whether or not a dog is transgender?
Girl, skip that. Girl. Why do we need to find out if
why are American tax-paying dollars researching whether or not dogs are transgender?
Instead of you getting that new house that you wanted, you couldn't.
No.
You wanted to see if the dog was.
Instead of all of those homeless people that are living on the streets that we can't find a way to create anything for them in this society. No, it's more important to find out whether or not a dog is transgender than whether or not a human being has a home or a meal.
But they'll sweep the homeless quick because Mardi Gras coming.
Elon Musk wrote a check. Trump accepted it to run for office. Now, whatever kind of man he might have been in his younger years, that's who he was. I am not his God. I don't have the right to judge him. Gossip is gossip. We're not talking about gossip. We're talking about what is real. And what is real is y'all wanted to fight to keep people in power that have been giving our American power away.
Right.
That's who y'all wanted to support. God decided different. I want everybody to really think about that. When you're arguing about what is happening in reality, you're arguing with what God wanted. Do you not see that? I am not a politician. Please stop coming to me with political questions. I am an activist. I am an advocate. I am an artist. And my agenda is cruelty-free artistry. And I am going to work with anyone who helps us make that possible. That has nothing to do with politics. My award has nothing to do with politics. The general that gave it to me had nothing to do with politics. Nothing. But it does have everything to do with stopping our people from falling further off into descent before it's too late for us to find a way out or back.
And they think them running their mouth on the internet gonna change something. Not around here, it won't.
And if Donald Trump wants to stop the same things that I once stopped, I'd be a fool not to back him. We'd be fools not to back him.
Girl, please. They're the backing of the commander-in-chief. Fuck out of here. Fuck all these haters. Fuck them.
No, but my thing is rather than going online and complaining about all of your gripes, why don't you take it to the person who did it to you? Because if you're upset that Donald Trump is in office, if you're upset that Donald Trump is your president, then you only have God to blame for it.
Your big bag, go run and do that.
Go. Because that's who your problem really is with. Like, if you're really, really, really angry and upset about Trump being in office, if you're angry with people who are endorsed by the president, if you're angry with people who are endorsed by the president for working with me to stop injustice and crimes against humanity, if that's your problem, then you really shouldn't be online complaining about it.
Like, to be honest, they're putting people's lives in danger by doing that. Like, let's look at the global scheme of things. The rest of the world, like the people outside of America, are looking at Americans and they think that they're crazy.
Grace, you take over for a second. I'll be right back.
Sure, because that's really on my that's really on my mental for a second. Like, the rest of the world is looking at Americans like they're insane, especially those who have been acting a fool in this moment, trying to create all of this misleading information, all this hoopla, all of this noise just behind this award. The outside world is looking into America and being like, the rest of the world is happy. They're glad that Trump is in office rather than the Democratic Party. Y'all are really showing your ignorance. Like, y'all are wearing your ignorance like smack on your forehead. And this is why I support y'all, knowing that y'all are bald-headed, raggedy, and you ain't shit. Because those antics, you're putting the rest of so many American lives in jeopardy, because the people that follow y'all, that's who I'm worried for. Like, skip this goofy girl over here, skip this nigga over here, and skip, Chicken George back there. Skip them. The people that follow them and consume their content, my concern really is for you. You have no idea how much danger you put in your very life in, and I pray that y'all don't have the little ones that you are responsible for. Y'all are so irresponsible. The lack of focus, discipline, and just, y'all don't care about the future. You don't care about nobody. You are only interested in self, and y'all really get mad that people just outside of yourselves. You really wish that y'all could be certain people. No other reason, just because you feel that you deserve it all. Let me tell you, you don't deserve nothing. You deserve to be under a bridge eating cheese out of a garbage can. Like, it makes me cry to see the homeless under the bridge getting swept up every time it's time for a big major events and when it's time to make money. But you people here on this doggone internet playing around with people's lives, playing around with people's names, just constantly being a virus. It's y'all. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all. And unlike this fraud over here and all the other frauds running around masquerading like they got gifts and shit, I already know what's waiting for y'all. And I'm kind of tired of just sitting here waiting. I'm tired of telling y'all that y'all not gonna make it. I'm tired of telling y'all to change shit. I'm tired of telling you that your mama don't love you. I'm tired of telling you that you bald headed. I'm tired of telling you that you smell like fish. Like, for real. I'm tired. Girl, TD, I can't wait for you to just be done with these raggedy people, because, girl,
me too. I wasn't even expecting to be here this long. I thought we were going to be in and out in 2 hours, but we've actually been here 3 hours. So I want to thank everyone who's here. We've been 700 strong in the room. It's been a good day. It's been a good time. Look, guys, it's really simple. In this life, you have a choice. You can focus on what's real, or you can lean into the distraction. But you got to really start holding yourself accountable to what you allow into your mind. We all have to be accountable for what we let in to our minds. You know, every time that you let a lie fester and grow,
Man.
it's infecting your mind.
Yes.
You're allowing yourself to double down and believe something that isn't true and trying to make it real. I tell you what I do know. If Martin Luther King wasn't a traitor to his people for collaborating with people who work in government to do better for his people, I should get the same respect. Period. There was a lot of people that didn't agree with Martin Luther King getting involved with politicians. Matter of fact, a lot of people warned him against it and told him that they were going to turn on him. He's going to end up losing his life. And yes, all of that did happen. It did. But the reason why it happened.
But let somebody talk about that now. Y'all get irate.
The people that should have been,
I don't give a damn.
The people that should have been looking out for him have betrayed him. Y'all think about those last hours of Martin Luther King's life. Who was around him? How did that happen to him? How did that happen? Black people in America are, in my opinion, we have lost our way. We've lost our way. If I want to make big change, I gotta go to the big house. And if I have a way to get there, I'm going to take it. That's right. Cash Money Lockup Records.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And I just want to say to all of the trolls who came through here, thank you for subscribing. You've been blocked and banned.
You greasing them bitches.
One person that came through today. What's your name? What's your name? Yours truly, Pro-Myth. Because you didn't spell promise right. Promiss. I want you guys to look out for that screen name. Yours truly. Promiss. Yours truly. Promise. I'll be reporting you for terroristic threats.
Oh yeah?
I'm not going to acknowledge what you did in this chat. It's come and gone. But I want to thank you for stopping by. Danny Robertson. To try to do another gaslighting attempt while we're here live. Like I'm this whole live is talking about all of you fed weirdo stalkers here on YouTube. And you think it's appropriate for you to come through here? Oh, Misty Rose is here. Yeah. I want everybody to please remember that screen name. Yours truly, Promise. Not with an E at the end, but just two S's. That's Danny Robertson. Ain't you supposed to be live? When you supposed to be going live at 10? You actually taking time so you control? Interesting. Because see, I've learned a lot about this Danny Robertson. You know, there's a lot of Dannys on YouTube. And they all hang out together. You got Danny Robertson, Danny Montana, Danny Truth Teller, Danny Baby, Danny Baby, Danny Lynn, 678, Danny Lynn, 4852. Y'all got a lot of Danny people. Danny's. Like, there's a lot of you Danny people. What I really find interesting is why so many people that hang together in their online circles keep rotating the same name. Y'all couldn't think of different screen names? Like, why does it seem like almost everybody in y'all main clique and crew that run around has a Danny account? There's actually a lot of Dannys. You know, we hear people use words like the collective. Been hearing that come out of some really interesting troll accounts' mouths. The collective. And I know for a fact that when Danny Robertson invites people to come to a party, she makes them sign NDAs like Queen Tulsa, or should I say Queen Edward. Decepticon. Tulsa ran her mouth a lot more than you think, Danny. A lot more than you think. Whole lot more than you think. And I'm starting to notice some things that seem really interesting to me.
Now they kicking me out and shit.
All the same people working together, using the same name. I'll never forget the first time I started getting a little too close to figuring out who the Danny Robertson Anon is. And when I called something out real, all of the fake all of the Danny's showed up. I'm Danny. I'm Danny. I'm Danny. I'm Danny. Maybe the reason why Danny Robertson isn't so easy to track down is because it's not one person. How about that? How about maybe Danny Robertson isn't a person's name, it's a code name for a group of cyber criminals to operate under. Multiple people posing as the same identity. You know, that's a CIA tactic. I've seen that done a lot of times. It's kind of making me wonder, what's the gematria behind DANI? I want to know what those numbers look like. I mean, it would be real easy to be really cocky if every time somebody pointed you out and said, you're Danny, you can say, it's not me. You're right, it's not you. It's all of you. It's y'all. Danny Robertson.
You gave me a good idea.
Danny Robertson isn't a person at all. Danny Robertson is a group of people operating under one name so that they can all evade capture and to be able to deny, no, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. I'm not that person. You know, you can say that honestly because you're right. It's not just you. It's all of you. You know, there have been so many government PSYOP programs and secret sleeper agents and all of that stuff. And guess what? Every time they have an operation or a protocol, they give it a name, a code name. So when people say it, it'll just sound like they're saying a name and not giving an order or an objective or collecting information. I just find it funny that all of these very unintelligent trolls keep operating like government spies. The only way you can know these kind of protocols is if you were taught how to do this. And all of you are stupid, which means you're only taking orders. Well, having my own channel that's finally earning the money it should have been earning all of these years that I've had YouTube channels. I've had YouTube channels for 5 years. It wasn't until now I was able to get paid when my fiance and producer came on board.
Very proud of you guys. I am.
See, I needed his technical expertise in IT, and with his ability and my intel and knowledge, here we are. Question is, why did YouTube allow a bunch of YouTubers to make money off of me, block my videos so I couldn't strike anyone? Because that's how it used to be when I had my old channels. I would go to strike somebody, and guess what? It would deny my strike. It would say that my video wasn't registered as a real video after I put all the information on it. The only way that could have happened is if that was programmed into the mainframe of YouTube. It was purposefully set up for me to not be able to make money off of my channels and not be able to strike, while I would have to listen to people like Incoming Opinion and Danny Robertson and all of them who were opping, while King Payne and Sean Davy Way were pretending to be my friends and still working against me. Why don't y'all go and ask Sean Davy Way how many shows did he do in his coffee room inside of Discord, slandering me and disgracing me, and then turn around and get on YouTube and play in YouTube's face pretending to be my friend, bragging about how he was destroying me behind the scenes, bragging about how he was tearing up my life in his coffee room, and then coming on YouTube. Yes, well, Jaguar, that's my girl, that's my friend.
Lying, deceitful assholes.
Now they want to start threatening Charisma for speaking up and telling the truth about her experience with these people.
Y'all go ahead and keep on threatening people on here on this internet. Keep it up.
I want to let the Danny Robertson collective know one thing. All we need is one of you.
Bitch.
That's all we need. All we need is one of you. That's all it's gonna take. Because you people are weak and you're stupid and you have no discipline.
And you bald headed and smell like spoiled greens.
That part. And y'all guys, don't forget to get on over there and subscribe to Charisma. When she stopped by Maggie's the other day, I told her I'd make sure I let people know she has a very interesting story. And she survived a lot here on YouTube too. And the truth is we need her testimony. We have to keep gathering these testimonies to create the evidence. So this way, the next time I reach out to America's future, I have intel for them to be able to take to the FBI. When you look at all that they go through to not be discovered, people really need to ask themselves, if everything that you're saying is honest and true and above board, if everything that you're doing is great, if everything that you're doing is right, if it's all right, if it's right, why can't you put your face to it? Why can't you put your real name to it? Why all of the secrecy and all of the lies? Y'all should do yourself a favor. Stop listening to people that talk about me.
Please.
Unless it's endorsed by me. Fake news is real. I have lived through it. So is our president. If they can do it to Donald Trump and almost get away with it, if they can do it to me and almost get away with it, what can they do to you guys? What can they do to all of you? All of you. Look at how easy it's been for people to trick people into not believing me, into not believing Donald Trump. If they can do it to public figures in broad daylight in front of everyone and nobody sees, what can they do to you? More importantly, what have they already done to you?
That's the part.
Unless it's coming from me directly, from one of my channels, from this point forward, you'd be best to not listen at all. Fake news. And me and my team here on YouTube have been proving it consistently, day for day. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to keep listening to fake news?
Are you going to take back your righteous mind?
I want y'all to just think about that. What do you want, really, for your life? What do you want for this country? What do you want for your children? What do you want for America's future?
Or do you just want to lay down and just, call it quits?
Until you don't even recognize America anymore. We are living in what they call perilous times. Guard your loins, but more importantly, guard your mind.
Please.
Because that's what they've come to steal. That's what they've come to steal. Your mind.
You ain't gonna make it without it.
Stop depending on people and just start focusing on what God wants. Focus on what God wants. That's what I do. That's what I do. I focus on God.
Spirit isn't asking you to have it all together. Just start one step at a time.
That's all it takes. Ask yourself before you listen to something and you're just willing to accept it as fact. Ask yourself if it's real. Then do a little research. I guarantee you'll find 8 times out of 10 it's fake. We've allowed the wrong people to be in control of technology and our information. It's time for us to create our own information, our own real facts and data, and share it with the relevant people who are interested in the truth and ignore the rest. Stop worrying about Democrat, Republican, Independent, Tea Party. Stop worrying about that. Start worrying about if this country gets invaded, which neighbor is going to let you inside?
Ooh, and y'all don't even like your neighbors. It's a wrap.
How about y'all worry about that? How about y'all worry about if we get invaded? How many weeks are you going to be able to feed your family before you have to start learning how to forage berries to survive? I'm just like y'all sitting here worrying about arguing about pomp and circumstance and this and that, and I am telling you as clear as day, our country is in jeopardy. You ain't gonna have time to worry about whether or not Kamala made it in. When you're picking through the rubble and ashes of what used to be your home because something fell out of the sky. Why don't y'all talk to the people in Philadelphia who just experienced that?
For real.
more planes going down, and y'all worry about who won a contest. Children missing, still not found. Families unlawfully separated by compromised government agencies with compromised people inside of them, and you're worried about whether or not my name is on a plaque that nobody gave to you?
Girl.
Are you kidding me? Y'all worried about my award. What has anybody ever given to you? Who's ever honored any of you? Everybody that's got something negative to say about my award, I want you to do me a favor. You can talk all of the bullshit that you want. Show me the award that matches it that you got.
Girl, they can't. The doctor has that.
Now, if you can show me an award that matches the prestige of that you got, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about me after that. Because, see, that would mean we're literally standing on the same level. You and me, we are not the same.
At all.
You two trolls want to be famous. I've been famous my whole adult life. Y'all ain't got there yet? Been there, done that. Sold the t-shirt. Didn't have to buy it. What has anybody awarded any of you with? You're very, very, very compromised, unimpressive lives. Running around taking pictures in your little lofts and shit. Screenshotting expensive, or should I say green screening expensive bags that you really can't afford behind you so you can make it look like you somebody you not. Like all of y'all have been playing pretend for so long that you don't know what to do with yourselves. But if you're going to talk shit about my award, show me yours that matches it first. The level of insanity that this world has fallen into.
Oh, child, they're mad down here.
Boggles my mind.
They're mad down here.
Boggles my mind.
They are mad down here.
But see, the difference between me and y'all is I still got my mind.
Okay.
What y'all working with?
A deflated balloon, girl.
I'm just curious.
I'm not. It smells like boiled eggs over there.
Curious. See, I know what I'm working with. I got a full clip. Fake news. Fake news. And I'm telling. Hashtag I'm telling. On that note, my name is Jaguar Wright. It's Grace. The lady Grace.
Hi.
And I think we about done here. What about you?
Yep, that's fine. To go promote y'all children. Y'all go on and subscribe here. Subscribe to Maggie. Subscribe to Jay, Sean, everybody in the family. Don't come around here trolling because we like to cuss you out and then send you on your way with a little bit of scriptures. Don't forget to stop by us because he's got some deep dives that he's doing. Also, Maggie's got some deep dives. And yeah, TD, you're the shit. They're mad as fuck. Everybody else is ugly and smell like green eggs and ham. Fuck them.
And on that note, I think, I think that's the show. Okay, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Oh, my goodness. What's that?